right, welcome into Oregon High School and Panther Stadium for the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl between the Stoughton Vikings and the Oregon Panthers. I'm Eric Rogers for CW57 Sports, but you may also know me from Madison Sports Talk radio station, 106.7 FM, 1670 AM The Zone. Alongside me each and every week, former head coach of the Madison Mustangs and 2011 Ironman Football Hall of Famer, Adam Smith. Adam, coming in here, the Panther Stadium, you have Oregon and Stoughton. The last time they played each other was in Stoughton last season, where Stoughton got the win 20-13. They've won the last three meetings between the two teams, but that might not be the case here tonight based on what we're seeing.
Well, Stoughton has been on the uprise the last 3 or 4 years, and Oregon has been down the last 3 or 4 years and has had a renaissance season this year. And I think a lot of people expect Stoughton to be a little bit better record-wise than what they are now. But, you know, these teams know each other well. The former head coach longtime head coach for the Stoughton Vikings, Sean Stokes, is now Oregon's defensive coordinator. So, again, towns 6 miles apart, separated by Highway 138, hence our 138 Bowl, title for this game. These teams know each other really well. Kids know each other. And, again, another opportunity for us to see, a rivalry game in this situation.
We talked about how good Stoughton might potentially be based on coming in here, being on the uptick. Well, they were chosen in the preseason by the coaches as the second-best team in the conference, but they come in here at 2-4 off a 14-0 loss to Milton. We talked with Coach Jason Thierry earlier in the week, and he just said it kind of comes down to mistakes, mental mistakes, and then just being disciplined. So we'll see how disciplined they are tonight coming in against one of their bitter rivals.
And they got a couple of key injuries that they have to deal with today. I was talking with their defensive line coach, Chris Roshold, who happens to be a former player of mine from the Madison Mustangs, and he's telling me their punter is out. They had to bring up a sophomore punter. Their long snapper is out. They had to, back up a long snapper, and their starting running back is out, who also did the punting and the returning of kicks. So special teams, I asked Coach Thierry about that, and with the wind and the cold weather, how it's going to be affected. And I think it's going to be a big factor in this game versus Oregon tonight.
Well, we'll see how that plays out. You're watching the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl between the Stoughton Vikings and the Oregon Panthers on CW57 Sports.
Monday, October 13th. See why critics are calling Jane the Virgin miraculous.
You're pregnant.
But I've never had sex.
Gina Rodriguez is flat out amazing and the breakout star of the fall season.
Will you?
Michael, I'm pregnant.
Jane the Virgin. Series premiere Monday, October 13th on the CW.
VA International provides high-end automation systems. For us, there's no replacement for experience. ITT Tech's hands-on approach allows students to start in the classroom and build the experience we need.
Visitrack develops and licenses new control technologies. It's a challenge to find talent with strong work ethic and enthusiasm for growth. The capabilities of many ITT Tech graduates makes them a great resource.
Mediacom is a technology-based cable and communications company. We have been working with ITT Tech for years, recruiting their graduates for our IT positions. I have found them to be amazingly up to date with their knowledge of technology.
Make a choice that can make a difference. Financial aid is available for students who qualify. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
The Pizza Oven Restaurant and Bar. Your place for catering and delivery, happy hour deals, and casual dining. Want the best lunch buffet at the best price? Stop in and enjoy our endless pizza, pasta, breadsticks, soup, and salad, all for $8.99 after tax. Ready whenever you are, Monday through Friday between 11 and 1:30. Stay for dinner and try our family-sized chicken dinner, made complete with coleslaw, fries, and a roll. The Monona Pizza Oven. Come see who's loving the oven.
I'm Jessa Jeremiah, inviting you to watch Talk of the Town, where we invite local business owners on to talk about news and information, all right here on the CW57.
Eric Rodgers and Coach Adam Smith here for CW57. The Highway 138 bowl between Oregon and Stoughton. Stoughton's coach Jason Thierry here with us before the game. You talked about adversity a little bit earlier in the week, about some of the things your team has had to overcome. Injuries being one of them. What kind of keys of injuries are here tonight?
Well, we just found out last night that our starting running back will be out tonight, Zach Kirby. So we got some guys that are going to have to step up in there and use more of a role versus trying to replace him as one person. We're going to have to use a couple different guys there. So other than that, though, it's part of the game. Everybody's dealing with it this time of year, and, everybody's banged up. So it's a matter of building some depth throughout the year and trying to get some guys so they feel comfortable and ready to play.
Coach, weather's a little cooler, a little windier tonight. How's that going to affect your special teams?
Well, wind's going to play a major factor, and field position is going to be huge tonight. So, we got to do our best to control the football when we have it and get some yards going in here. And when it's time to kick the ball, we got to make sure we're playing the wind properly and coaching our kids the right way.
And second-year coach here, and you just missed out on the playoffs last season. So coming here tonight into Oregon, what kind of things do you need to accomplish here to keep the hopes alive this year?
Well, we got to worry about performance versus outcomes, and that's kind of the issue and the things that we're dealing with right now. So, our guys just need to play whistle to whistle. They need to go out and take care of the football, play with good discipline, and, the chips will fall where they may. So, our kids play hard. They played hard all year long this year, and regardless of what our record is, that's what we're going to do.
Coach, what does Oregon do real well that you're going to have to stop in order to help secure that playoff berth?
Well, they're a three-headed monster at running back. So when you run the wing tee like that, and they got three really good running backs, and more than that, really. I mean, they play a lot of guys there this year, and they've all been productive. So it tells me their offensive line's pretty good. So we're going to have to control the line of scrimmage, make sure we can find the football, read our keys properly, and try and defend this difficult offense.
And we'll have the kickoff of the Highway 138 Bowl presented by A-1 Furniture here shortly. You're watching CW57 Sports. Eric Rodgers and Coach Adam Smith here with Dan Kissling, head coach of the Oregon football team. Looking to play Stoughton here tonight, potentially secure a playoff win. Is that correct?
That is correct. We're hoping to come out and play well tonight.
And what specifically do you kind of think is going to be the key to that?
Well, right now, Stoughton is a very big, very physical team, and our key is we just got to come off the ball and get our offensive linemen going after their guys. It's going to be kind of speed against their size, so hopefully we can do pretty decent there. And we haven't really played a physical team like Stoughton since the MG game, so we still have a little question marks.
Coach, you've had some down years the last couple of years, 5-1. What's been the biggest turnaround for this season?
The biggest turnaround has been our seniors. I mean, we've got last year we had 11 seniors. This year we have like 22 seniors, and it's a great class. They've stuck together, and they were the class that kind of want to say they were going to be ones that were going to turn around. So we also got a good junior class, and when you have those two ingredients, it's a pretty decent group.
Awesome.
And this year's been a little bit different. I mean, you come in your fifth year here, and your father passed away before the season. Kind of, how has that impacted that? Not only the first game of the season, but as the season gone along.
It was huge. My dad was having some health problems for a long time, and it seemed like every football season he'd be in and out of the hospital. So it was one of those things that we didn't expect him to pass, but he lived 91, lived a good life, and it was a tough one. It was no matter when it happens, you're not ready for it, and it was tough. And it was good that I had a lot of support. My coaches took over practice plans and just took over for me. It was a good support.
Coach, what does Stoughton do really well that you're going to have to stop tonight in order to be successful?
They're pretty diverse, but we have to stop the running game. And they go double tight, and they double tight wing, and they're just going to try to power it off tackle. And we need to be able to stop that. And if we do that, we're going to be okay. But they also have a quarterback that can throw the ball. So last year they were more run heavy, but now they're a little bit more 60-40 run to pass. So we just got to be able to stop the run, something we've had problems with in the past.
And we'll find out how the outcome of this game goes. You're watching the 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
Hi, I'm Justin Riley, your host for Community Connections, sponsored by TDS. We're here at the Ronald McDonald House in Madison, and I'm sitting here with Will Reinhardt. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us, what brought you to the Ronald McDonald House?
Well, to make a long story short, my son Xavier Brown, he had a real bad attack, asthma, and his lungs collapsed. Now, they said that it was a combination of the weather and a virus going around called rhino. On top of that, his asthmatic condition. He was in ICU for about 12 days roughly, but with all the prayers from everyone out there on social media and the family, you know, he woke up on the 13th day, like just woke up out of nowhere.
Excellent, so he's kind of a miracle child.
Yes, he is. He is a miracle child. The doctor said they don't know what happened, how it happened, but it happened.
Excellent. So how has the Ronald McDonald House impacted your family?
The staff, the volunteers, they're just amazing. They really care about your needs. They care about what's going on, you know, in your life, as far as your living conditions, things of that nature. It's something that people should really, really take to heart to support.
Excellent. And what's something that you would like the viewers to know about the Ronald McDonald House?
Well, what you donate to the Ronald McDonald House actually goes to the Ronald McDonald House. When you put that money into the little boxes at the McDonald's across the world, it actually goes right to it. So just donate to something that's real, because that's what counts. We need to do what we can to help each other in today's society.
Excellent. Well, Will, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You can find out more at www.rmhcmadison.org. Thanks for watching Community Connections, sponsored by TDS.
Monday, October 13th. See why critics are calling Jane the Virgin miraculous.
You're pregnant. But I've never had sex.
Gina Rodriguez is flat out amazing and the breakout star of the fall season.
Will you? Michael, I'm pregnant.
Jane the Virgin. Series premiere Monday, October 13th on the CW.
I'm Jessa Jeremiah, inviting you to watch Talk of the Town, where we invite local business owners on to talk about news and information, all right here on the CW57.
Eric Rodgers and Coach Adam Smith. Here at Oregon High School and Panther Stadium, we just had the national anthem sung by Annika Victorson Jr. at OHS. 46 degrees, breezy, and the first game of the fall. That also means the high school football season is starting to get into crunch time. These teams look to secure playoff berths at 3-1 in the Badger South Conference. Oregon just one win away from that achievement. Stoughton is sitting at 2-1 in conference play and potentially 2 wins away. So who will inch closer to their first major goal? We'll find out shortly when kickoff. It's a moments away. Adam, we kind of talked about some of the injuries and things like that, but I think the biggest thing we're going to have to keep an eye on is who's going to fill in for Zach Kirby. We have Zach Hesselberger and fullback Jacob Grollo who could potentially fill in, but that could be a major factor.
Well, coach's philosophy when someone goes down is next guy up, and Stoughton noticed when we were down on the field, they're a pretty big team, so size-wise, meaning, and I'm sure the next guy's going to step up. Same offensive line, same quarterback, so running backs are told to find the hole. They're coached well. Shouldn't be too much of a drop-off.
And Oregon actually had former head coach Bob Pearl recognized for his induction to the Wisconsin Football Coaches Hall of Fame before this game. And now we have the kickoff. Oregon kicks it off, and it's taken at the 15-yard line by Stoughton and out across the 20, where they'll begin their first drive, led by Jake Kissling, the junior quarterback. Last week, 11 of 26 for 106 yards, 492 yards on the year. Also, the cousin of starting defensive back for the Panthers, Peter Kissling. So that's, I guess, what happens when you have teams this close. And the families know each other, the players know each other. But to get this game underway, Jake Kissling will be under center, sending a man in motion to the near sideline, does receive the handoff out to the outside, gets the edge to the 25-yard line where he's tackled. I'll have to get a number on that and find out who actually is taking over. I'm not
number
mistaken.
28, Josh Hitchcock.
So Hitchcock actually a defensive back filling in here tonight. coming with a double wing set. Now this time out of shotgun. Give it off to Hitchcock, and he'll take it to about the 28-yard line.
And nothing too difficult about that one, just a straight ahead dive play. Looks like there was a small read action off the edge. Oregon did a good job of defeating the point of attack and causing that to only be about a couple-yard gain. The 3rd and medium here.
Yeah, it brings up a 3rd and 3 from the 30-yard line for the Vikings. Kissling, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions so far on the year. Here they come with the same look. This time sending a man in motion, but whistles before the snap. I think that the preliminary indication is a false start on the offense.
Again, as a coach, you always hated to have those when you're in a 3rd and manageable position and you have just a silly mental mistake and it pushes you back to a 3rd and long situation.
Well, especially when you have personnel issues already and you're facing like we heard in the pregame with the coaches, Stoughton a bigger team, Oregon the faster team. So we'll see which side prevails. 3rd and 8 here. The pitch out. Left side, that was Zach Hasselberger, excuse me.
Oregon did a great job of stringing that play out. They had 3 blockers in front. And number 10, Brennan Womack did a nice job of splitting those blockers out in front, forcing the running back to make a decision, cut it too early, and the rest of his teammates were there to make the tackle.
Rob Volk on the punt for Stoughton, gets it all the way down to the 33-yard line. So a good rolling punt for Stoughton, and Oregon will take over offensively.
That's not a bad punt, especially as a sophomore. First varsity action under the lights. And he's got a heck of a coach in Chris Rochel, who was an All-American at UW-Whitewater. And again, a former player for me with the Madison Mustangs.
So 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Panthers, led by quarterback Trent Ricker, the junior. 5 of 6, 97 yards and 2 touchdowns last week in their win over Fort Atkinson. Sending a man in motion off to the right side. Look at the speed right away, but it does go to the fullback for minimal yardage.
Again, we've seen a couple of these teams now with the veer, the double wing look. A lot of option look out of that. Very hard for the defense to counter that in practice with practice time, unless they run it, and Stoughton fortunately does. So they've seen a lot of this in practice. So again, it's going to come down to execution.
So you go 1 wide receiver off to the left side. And they go option off to that left side, and they'll be near the 1st down yardage. So Pete Kissling on the carry. 2nd team all-conference defensive back and tailback.
A nice little sweep play. Does a good job of cutting up, get behind his blockers, getting his shoulders north and south, getting that 1st down.
And the Panthers do move the chains for a Green Bay Packer 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 8:45 to play in this first quarter. We're scoreless in the Highway 138 Bowl. The 4-4 defense there from Stoughton, and wow, just run into a wall is Oregon, and you really see the size of that Stoughton defense there. Led by the middle linebacker, Alex Zacharias.
That was a nice job of filling the hole there. Got scraped across, met the running back right in the hole. It's a form tackle. Rarity that you see a form tackle in a football game, but that was a perfect one right there.
Zacharias, the senior, 6 foot 215, also plays tight end for Stoughton. Oregon faking the handoff, and the pass hit as he throws. Trent Ricker goes incomplete.
Trent Ricker happens to be a family friend. His father is my father's best friend, workout buddies. I was fortunate this past summer get to watch Trent evaluate some of his film from his sophomore season. I was very impressed with his throwing ability, how accurate his footwork, comfortable he was at the quarterback position. And I think it's one of the big reasons that Oregon is at 5-1 is that they do have someone with the skill set that Trent has.
This time they go handoff up the gut on 3rd and 10. They gain 5 yards to about midfield. So the Panthers will be faced with a 4th and 5. You know, we talked about the quarterbacking. How about this? Trent Ricker and Peter Kissling actually had a quarterback competition before the year. And Coach Dan Kissling, the head coach of the team, you wouldn't think that he would choose Trent Ricker over his son Peter, but that's strength of coaching. And there's the Oregon punt, goes down inside the 15 where it dies at the 14, so a good punt.
Well, the thing with coaching is you want to put your best 11 on the field, and if Coach Kissling thought that his son and Peter and Trent were one of the best 11, well, they have to find a place, to put them in. Peter Kissling being a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, possibly a better runner than Trent, thought the running back or the wing position would be a great place for him, and Trent take over the quarterback realms, and it seemed to be a perfect combination for Oregon this year.
It's a good problem to have when you have skill players like that. And
absolutely.
Not sure where to put them. So after the punt, it's 1st and 10 for Stoughton from their 14-yard line. 7:30 left in this opening quarter, and still scoreless in the Highway 138 Bowl, but both defenses end up being victorious here so far. Off to the far sideline, they send Hitchcock, and taken down the backfield, just manages to nearly get back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of good footwork back there just to crawl back for no gain.
And Brendan Romack did another great job, number 10. You'll see it in the replay of splitting those pulling offensive linemen and creating contact in the backfield and forcing it towards the sideline. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to wrap it up. Running back was able to get out, but again, 2nd and long was a no-gain play.
And this time he goes up the middle. Hitchcock for a couple. So they'll just keep working on going to the ground here and maybe open up some passing plays.
It's a great job by Marcus Tobias there, getting off his block. Saw a really nice look there, shedding off his block and making a nice tackle there.
It's 3rd and 6, 6:26 in the opening quarter. They go opposite direction and upended at the line of scrimmage. Oregon read that one, not fooled on the counter.
Brendan Womack again. I tell you, we've been very, very fortunate to watch a lot of great defensive players over the course of the season, and that's the 3rd time we've called his name in the first quarter. I think that's, again, a name that we'll continue to call, continue to watch this kid. He's having a heck of a first quarter.
Stoughton with punt number 2. This one another good one, but it doesn't take quite as good of a bounce, and Oregon will start in Stoughton territory from the 42-yard line. With 5:48 to play in quarter number 1. We're scoreless in the Highway 138 Bowl. Oregon can clinch a playoff berth with a win tonight. They have the highest scoring offense in the Badger South with 31.2 points per game. Stoughton, on the other hand, the lowest scoring offense at 13.3. But you don't face the offense, you face the opposing defense. Here's Oregon's second attempt on offense. Play action down the middle and picked off. Stoughton is going to get, almost gets there, but upended near the 30-yard line, and Trent Ricker knows he shouldn't have done that. He missed his cue and intercepted.
You see it on the replay.
Austin Benton.
He just threw it behind, and that's one thing you can't do. He did a good job of making the tackle, though. It's going to force Stoughton to have to go 31 yards, score any points. I believe, yeah, they would be kicking against the wind as well. So Oregon's defense is held stout. They need to pick up his quarterback right here. I know that's a throw you wish you could have back again. But the defense has been holding stout here, and hopefully they can, for Oregon's sake, they can keep it up.
So Stoughton trying to take advantage of the early turnover, but dragged down in the backfield. A good job of tackling by Christian Alcala, senior defensive end.
And you like to teach your defensive ends not to come that hard down the line of scrimmage. I guarantee you Stoughton's coaches up in the booth saw that. We'll have that marked down. If that player continues to do stuff like that technique-wise, that something's going to come back in a counter or a reverse.
So Hitchcock there in the backfield next to Kissling. This time they'll fake the hand. No, they do go on the handoff, this time to Hesselberger. He'll pick up a few, but every little bit counts.
Again, they did a better job of blocking number 10, Brendan Womack, that time, but it took two of them. Took two guys on one. And that freed up space for number 20, Peter Kissling, to make the tackle for a minimal gain.
And it's 3rd and 7 for Stoughton from the 28-yard line of Oregon. 4.5 to play. This time they fake the handoff, but we have whistles, which would indicate a false start usually. Stoughton missing the playoffs last year with a 6-3 loss to Milton in Week 9. Finishing 4-5 last year, 2-4 in the Badger South, good for 5th place. Head coach Jason Thierry in his second year, 6-9 so far. Here's the 3rd and 12. Kissling pocket breaking down over the middle, just overthrew his receiver. He was looking for Tim Johnson.
It's a nice hold by Oregon's defense because they're going against the wind and field position. They're going to punt this ball, which I think is a great decision by Coach Thierry. Pin Oregon's offense, change field position, and try to get that ball back in good health.
Yeah, Jace Newman, the punter. I think I called it Rob Volk earlier. So Newman, the sophomore offensive lineman. And that is a pretty good punt inside the 20. Little die at the 10.
Beautiful job by that young man. Again, only a sophomore.
So it's going to pin Oregon deep in their territory.
You can tell he's been coached well. You saw, I don't know if you noticed this, but usually when you talk to punters about you want to hold that ball flat, tilt that nose in, and when you drop it, you want it to be nice and level. You saw there, I don't know if you also noticed on NFL, punters on NFL, when they want to try to kill that ball down by the end zone, they tilt the ball down, nose down, and it really puts a backspin on the ball, and it killed that ball once it hit the ground. He's been coached well. And it might not be, something that's pointed out in usually watching, but it's little technique things like this that set them at the 10-yard line is going to force Oregon come out of their end zone. And again, it's those little things of changing field position, especially on a windy, cold night like tonight, that can be the big difference in this game.
Well, this is a must-win game for Stoughton if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. And we talked with Coach Thierry earlier in the week saying, we had some lapses of judgment and performance issues this week, or this season so far. B.J. Buckner on the carry for the Panthers on that 2nd and 8.
Well, so far, nothing really fancy by Oregon. They're pretty much straight ahead. They're going to try to block you, straight up and get the running backs shoulders north and south and 4 yards in a cloud of dust, so to speak.
Well, as this game's shaping up, it could just be a game of field position and eventually who's going to score off of that. And so far, Stoughton has that advantage. Oregon running it up the middle again, but they get out to about the 30.
Oregon did have the advantage, and that interception changed the field position. Even worst case scenario, what it's done now is it's changed the field position. Now, the advantage right now Oregon has is they have the wind. They have the wind.
We'll see how much that carries it, though.
Exactly.
2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. The Highway 138 Bowl, a nice punt punter or the guy there set to return just lets it roll out of bounds. Luckily, it was aimed that way. So
it's a great job of directional punting right there.
Yeah, and fortunate because it hit the ground. If it had been more straight, maybe it would have gone for the yards and pinned Stoughton back. Vikings will begin from their own 38-yard line.
Again, the field position has shifted. Their first two series were inside their own 20-yard line, I believe inside their own 15. Much better field position. Like to be starting at the 38 versus the 14 anytime.
Well, loaded up backfield for the Vikings. They went to the fullback, but it's on the ground. So Kissling just has to fall on it. Smart play.
And cold night. Really first cold night of the year.
Yeah, Stoughton here trying to make the postseason for the first time in 1998, which was their only postseason appearance. They finished last season ranked 123rd in the state up to 118th. And under 2 minutes now in the first quarter, 2nd and 13 for the Vikings after the botched handoff. They gain a lot of that yardage back. Alex Zacharias, the tight end / running back / linebacker.
I'll tell you, 6 foot 215 coming downhill full speed. That's a big cat coming at you. I wouldn't want to tackle him. And he was able to get a nice gain there to get into a 3rd and manageable and just a straight ahead dive.
Well, now again with that same look under center for Kissling, a 3rd and 6. They go to the deep back, Zacharias again. He busts through, and he's going to take it into Oregon territory to the 45.
Well, it's the Zacharias show. He's had 2 great runs right there for a first down. He's had the interception with the nice return. Again, that's a straight lead play. They're just blocking with 2 fullbacks coming straight down. First wrong color jersey that shows they're blocking and gives room for Zacharias there to get a full head of steam going.
And just ticking under a minute in quarter number 1. They'll give it to Zacharias again. He'll get a few, and I think they've found the guy they want to go to in the backfield with the absence of Zach Kirby.
Well, they might want to mix it up a little bit, keep him fresh. He's an important piece to Stoughton's defense. Man in the middle there, especially on a run-heavy offense that Oregon has.
And they'll go to him again off to the right side. A good chunk of about 5-6 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and manageable.
And he's going to get a break here at end of the first quarter here.
And so that should take it to the end of quarter number 1. So after 1 quarter of play in the Highway 138 Bowl, it's 0-0 Stoughton and Oregon. You're watching CW57 Sports.
It's the great tent event at A-1 Furniture. Sofas $299, 5-piece living room sets $699, bedroom sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Dan McGlynn of McGlynn Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn and we will deliver them for free. Ask us about our new MedSync program to reduce your trips to the pharmacy. McGlynn Pharmacy, proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. Go Vikings!
It's the great tent event at A1 Furniture. Twin mattresses $99, queen sets $199, memory foam queen sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Maria's Pizza is a proud supporter of Oregon High School athletics. Stop on by and try our signature homemade lasagna, our very popular spaghetti dish, and of course, the best pizza in town. Maria's Pizza, your hometown pizza place for 36 years. Go Panthers!
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
12 minutes down, 36 to go, and the first carry from Alex Zacharias in the second quarter was a fumble recovered by the Panthers.
That sometimes happens when you get into a situation with a player that is not used to carrying the football. I'm sure Coach Stokes knows these kids well. He's from Stoughton, head coach there for many years, and I'm sure he had time during that during that break of the quarter. Hey, this kid's going to get tired. He's not used to carrying the ball.
Punch that ball.
Yeah, take a look at, getting that ball out. Second, third people in should be stripping anyway.
So now Oregon with the look in the second quarter. Swallowed up in the backfield. They go to B.J. Buckner.
It's a nice tackle there by number 23.
Well, you look at the carries split between B.J. Buckner and Matt Yates. 15 carries for Buckner, 21 for Yates last week against Fort Atkinson, 3 for Peter Kissling. So we might see a little bit heavier dose of Buckner here on this drive, perhaps. 2nd and 12. Panthers are passing now. And wide open is Duff. Duff makes the catch at the 32-yard line. Trent Ricker just threw an absolutely perfect ball, and Alex Duff didn't disappoint.
Alex Duff 6'4" against Zach Hasselberger 5'7". And Trent Ricker put a nice touch on that ball.
And he really came back after the interception on the previous drive.
It was a good confidence throw right there. You want to have a quick memory when it comes to that type of play. They're going to do it again.
And Matt Yates, the defensive back, and caught. And inside the 5-yard line, go into the air once again. They go to Peter Kissling.
Yeah, ball was a little behind him, but Peter did a nice job of shielding the defender, catching that ball, and was able to, again, create separation. Hit the ball inside the 5. What do you think they're going to do here 4 times, Eric?
Well, conventional wisdom would say maybe they're going to go to the air, but, like you always say, it gets tough to throw when you get this close to the end zone. But it looks like a running play here. They go up to, was that Buckner on the carry? Actually, they go to Yates.
And this comes down to what coaches talked about. Oregon's speed versus Stoughton's brawn. Inside the 5-yard line here. Who's going to win out?
Well, it's going to be 2nd and goal. The Panthers looking to take advantage, and we aren't sure exactly who their kicker would be either. You don't have one listed on the roster, but here they go. 2nd and goal. Deep corner of the end zone. Caught. Does he get both feet in? He does. Touchdown, Oregon. Alex Duff.
That's a great play call. Nice play action
that
pass.
Was actually Marcus Tobias.
Had 2 options. Kissling out in the flat. Decided to go to the 6'4" Duff. Again, against 5'9" Josh Hitchcock. You just can't, when you just throw the ball up there, nothing that you can do about it.
And the 6-0 lead now for the Panthers. Ricker, the hold is bad, so he'll have to go for 2. He throws it behind his receiver, so that's the way the first quarter will end. The second quarter, that drive, it's 6-0 Oregon over Stoughton in the Highway 138 Bowl. You're watching CW57 Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is a nonprofit youth development organization that serves nearly 3,000 young people every year. Our vision is to inspire and empower all young people to reach their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring adults. Our mission is to be the leader in youth development programs by developing partnerships to produce positive outcomes for young people, families, and communities. For more information, go to bgcdc.org or call 608-257-2606. This message is brought to you by Metcalf's Market.
Cousin Subs of Oregon are proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs at 990 Janesville Street or call in your order at 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Go Panthers!
And welcome back into Oregon High School. I'm Eric Rogers with Coach Adam Smith for the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl. Trent Ricker just throws to the corner of the end zone for a 4-yard score, hitting the big target, and now they have a 6-0 lead after the failed snap and 2-point attempt. And kicking off, now Stoughton takes it from the 7-yard line, up past the 30 to the 34-yard line, and that's where they will begin this drive after the fumble on the last time out by Alex Zacharias.
I think Stoughton was on something their last drive before the fumble. They need to try to control the clock against Oregon's D, try to wear them down. Again, they are the bigger team. Their scheme dictates pounding the ball.
Yeah, so maybe you're not going to outrun them, but at least
you got to wear this. You're going to have to wear this team down. You know, they're smaller, they're undersized as a defense. You're going to have to wear them down. They're showing their speed right there. And again,
Christian Alcala again, the defensive
coming downhill. It's been effective, but I tell you, it is poor technique. He wants to be square to the line of scrimmage when he's coming downhill for that boot action, for that reverse. I know he has number 10 and Womack has his back on the backside, but I tell you, hopefully Stoughton is marking that down and they're going to come back with something.
9.5 to play in the second quarter. Pass play out to the right side, caught by Jacob Benson and taken a couple of yards shy of the sticks.
So we have not seen a lot of hitch routes this season. That's a great job it's a fast 3-step drop. Usually you're getting off coverage, sit at 5 yards, ball's in the air, turn to the outside. You're one-on-one. He beats him. He's able to get close to a first down.
Well, and it's going to be a 3rd and 1 from the 42-yard line. Heavy backfield for Stoughton. Running the football, it looks like Zacharias plowing ahead, and he'll get past the sticks for a Green Bay Packer first down. Clearly the biggest guy they have in the backfield, first team all-conference member, unanimous, by the way.
Well, Stoughton's not they're not hiding a lot of things. They're saying we're going to line up and stop us if you can. And Oregon has been able to take some punches and been able to give them as well.
They go to him again, a couple yards. So good job at least preventing him from getting to the second level.
Well, I don't know if you remember the Badgers a couple of years ago in the Rose Bowl when they faced TCU. It was the brawn of the UW Badgers versus the quick, speed and quickness of the smaller TCU Horned Frogs defense.
All you have to say is Rose Bowl. I know it's a loss.
But I thought it was a mistake that
wobbly pass and nearly intercepted in and out of the hands of the defensive back.
I thought it was a mistake then that the UW Badgers didn't force it. And you see a play action pass here. I would like to have seen that more on a second and short type play versus a second and long, because if it's incomplete or if you miss it, you're 3rd and long now. And now your play calling, what plays you can call in this situation, shrinks. Again, they've had some success running the ball. I think they need to continue doing that.
Well, it's 3rd and 8. And they're going to go back to the air. Looking right side. They hit Jacob Benson, but in and out of the hands. And part of that might have to do with the weather conditions. The ball's going to start getting harder just from this point of the season on.
I thought it was a good play call. Again, another hitch. 1, 2, 3, settle. He just starts to run before he has the ball, and the ball eats him up. Hits off his face mask. You got to look that ball all the way in the tuck. Otherwise, it doesn't count if you don't have it.
Jace Newman will come on to punt once again. Has hit a few beauties here tonight. Punting with the wind. So it'll fall inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line, where Oregon will begin on offense after scoring a touchdown their last time out.
We'll see if Oregon again, more known for running with their double wing set versus versus passing the ball. But I tell you what, they have we haven't seen it again. We haven't seen it enough this year on a consistent basis. High school teams take advantage of their advantage, and they clearly have advantage on the outside. And 6'4" Duff.
Well, there he is, lined up to the near side. And they go roll out to the right side. This is Kissling, and he'll be taken out at the 30-yard line for a 5-yard gain.
And you see that Stoughton is countered by placing number 15, Darvell Peoples, 6'1", 175, a taller defensive back on Duff.
So they know who that number 1 receiver is for the Panthers. You know, I'm surprised they haven't used Josh Sromovsky more. All-conference honorable mention, running back and receiver. Sromovsky actually also a basketball player. And here's Oregon with a 2nd and 4. 7:45 to play in the second quarter, and the ball is on the ground. We've got a pile, and you got to think Stoughton's going to come up with it with how many bodies they have. The officials say Stoughton has it. Another turnover.
That's 2 big turnovers for Oregon in their own territory. You see here, just ball looked like it was given a little bit high into the chest area. You usually like those handoffs down in the stomach area. He just never got a handle on it and ended up fumbling it.
And so Stoughton now with a first down from the 33-yard line of Oregon. And now it's their chance to take advantage of a turnover. If they can do it, they have the win. 7:10 to play in quarter number 2 of the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl. So they're looking to reset the clock here. The Panthers with a couple turnovers, as you mentioned, Adam. But this game, you know, brought to you by A1 Furniture and Bedding. We want to thank them for all they do and being our official Bowl Series sponsor. Over 30 years providing the best prices and best service. And here's the handoff to the right side is Zacharias. He's going to get about 1 yard, and he is dropped. And just a reminder, you can stick around for the end of this. So we have the A1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl Trophy presentation brought to you by the Green Bay Packers and CW57 Sports. Green Bay Packers, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. For more information, visit packers.com/youthfootball. 2nd and 9. Snap in the shotgun. And a wobbly pass as he's hit, but still caught. I believe, yes, it is caught. Zach Messelberger. Hesselberger, 5'7", 150. Not a big guy, but in the right place, the right time.
Well, that was a good play call again. Play action. Max protect. Good block by number 60 there. Excuse me, number 50, Rocky France. Had a nice little pancake block there. Gave Kissling enough time to deliver that ball.
1st and 10 from the 13. They'll hand it off right side. Hitchcock. He's trying to get to the next level. Brings it to the 10. This game brought to you by Cousin Subs of Oregon, proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs on 990 Janesville Street, 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Also, Maria's Pizza, proud supporters of Oregon Athletics as well. Stop in and try their signature homemade lasagna or their popular spaghetti dish. Of course, the best pizza in town, your hometown pizza place for 36 years. Here they go running off inside the left and dragged down by the back of his jersey to about the 6-yard line. Hitchcock again on the carry.
You know, Eric, Maria's Pizza was my very first job.
I
Very first
had
job
no
was
idea.
at Maria's Pizza. For $3.15 an hour, I worked for John.
Well, hope it was worth it.
It was.
Well, let's just say.
Got free pizza.
There you go. Can't complain about that. 5:15 to go in this first quarter. Stoughton down 6-0, but with a chance to take a lead with a touchdown on the extra point. Kissling rolling right. Hits his receiver. That was Benson.
Oh, they marked
Gets
him
inside the
just
5.
short. I thought it was a poor spot. Again, in those situations, you talk about coaching, and when they run those routes out into the flat or an out route, you got to run it past the first down marker, because you're told as a receiver on an out route to kind of work your way back to the ball, because it's a very dangerous throw and you want to continue to create separation. He needed to run that pass at the 1 yard line and come back to it so that the play was caught.
And there's on 4th and 1, they put in Zacharias, and it looks like he doesn't have to move the sticks. It's 1st and goal from the 1 for the Vikings.
You just never want to chance it in that situation. But that was a great job by the Stoughton offense of
we got to wonder how
attacking the point of attack. Good block there by number 34. Zacharias was able to finish it off to the 1 yard line for the first down, and now they got 4 plays. And who do you think is going to get the ball in this situation? 4 downs from the 1 yard line.
Well, you think Zacharias, but like you said, he's going to play both sides of the ball. How long is he going to be able to do that?
Well, their playoff lives are at stake, so he's going to do it as long as he possibly can.
And he gains a few inches, but every little bit, gets you that much closer. It's going to be 2nd and goal from inside the 1 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. This game also brought to you by McGlynn Pharmacy. Dan McGlynn, proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn, and we'll deliver them for free. Or stop by and get your flu shot today. It's going to be that time of year, Adam. I don't know if you noticed. Inside the under 50 degrees. And here they go. Zacharias trying to plow ahead, and he is in the end zone. We have a tie game at 6 with the extra point pending for Stoughton to take the lead.
Well, we knew this game was going to be a battle. And again, it's going to be a matter of wills, size versus speed. And so far tonight, Oregon has done a great job of using their speed and their tenacity to get past the brawn of the Vikings and make some plays.
And here's the extra point that could put Stoughton ahead. John McCune on for the kick, high, but held and down, and there is the lead for Stoughton at 7-6 here in the Highway 138 Bowl. We'll take a break. CW57 Sports.
Catch the best high school football all season long on CW57 Sports. Next week, the Madison East Pergolders play host to the Lancers of La Follette at Lucier Stadium. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. and next Sunday at 3 p.m. Only on CW57 Sports.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
Welcome back into high school, Oregon High School for the A-1 Furniture High School Bowl Series, the Highway 138 Bowl, Oregon and Stoughton. Stoughton just pounding the rock with Alex Zacharias, and now they have the 7-6 lead. 3.5 minutes until halftime. Oregon will try to answer and retake the lead entering halftime. They're home here with a win. They can clinch a playoff berth, or make themselves eligible anyway. Stoughton needs a win here to stay alive. They need to win at least 2 to be eligible. A 500 record will make every team eligible. Anything above 500 will get you in.
Oregon definitely has the weapons offensively to create scoring opportunities with this amount of time left. They shouldn't have to rush too much. See how good of a return they get. Don't let that ball hit the ground.
Picked up at the 12-yard line. Brought up to about the 20 and to the 23. That was Kissling.
And that looked very familiar. They were going to cross and do either a fake reverse or reverse it, and I've done that many a times when I played here. You can see that he let that ball drop and looked like he wanted to cross, and they didn't. They needed to catch that ball in the air. Never let that ball bounce as a returner. Never know which way it's going to bounce. Lose yardage that way, timing.
Oregon's going to start from their 23-yard line with 3:26 to work with, heading into potentially halftime here. Had a fumble last time out, an interception earlier And this time the run goes for nothing. Matt Yates got one of his first carries of the night. This game brought to you by A-1 Furniture and Bedding. We want to thank Mr. Paul Canarella and all the good people over there for supporting us this season as our official Bowl Series sponsor. Over 30 years of providing the best prices and best service. Also, the Green Bay Packers, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. Please visit packers.com/youthfootball. 2nd and 9 from the 24. They'll run it again off the left with the lead. B.J. Buckner on the carry will pick up a few.
Well, like I said, they didn't really have to change their tempo up like full speed, 2-minute drill type tempo, but this is a very, very conservative drive by the Oregon Panthers with time running down here in the first half.
Well, and Stoughton would most likely they'll receive the second half kickoff here as well.
Again, I don't see Duff in. I mean, number 10, Rob Volk, 5'10".
Give it to the fullback. B.J. Buckner will take it to about the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's poor. That's poor offense right there. That's poor management of the clock. You're going to give Stoughton the ball back.
And they take a timeout now.
With 2 minutes left. And depending on a punt or if a return, they might get some decent field position here. They're going to have the wind at their back with a decent kicker. You can see in pregame that he has a leg. I think that's a poor decision.
Let's step aside here while we have a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching CW57 Sports.
It's the great tent event at A-1 Furniture. Sofas $299, 5-piece living room sets $699, bedroom sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Dan McGlynn of McGlynn Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn and we will deliver them for free. Ask us about our new Med Sync program to reduce your trips to the pharmacy. McGlynn Pharmacy, proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. Go Vikings!
It's the great tent event at A-1 Furniture. Twin mattresses $99, queen sets $199, memory foam queen sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Welcome back into Oregon High School. I'm Eric Rodgers with Coach Adam Smith. Oregon just punted down to the 38-yard line is where Stoughton will have the ball with 1:52 and a 7-6 lead here in the Highway 138 Bowl. So this game's still kind of a back-and-forth battle. The defense is finding ways to create takeaways. And now Stoughton with a chance to extend their lead. So Kissling will hand it off. He'll go up the middle with, I believe that was Hitchcock on the carry.
And this situation with the lead, knowing you're getting the ball back after halftime, be very conservative in this situation. Again, you don't want to give the opportunity for Oregon to get the ball back, so you want to eat as much clock as you can. You're telling your running backs, stay in bounds, much like a milking the clock situation with the lead at the end of the game. 2 hands on the ball.
This time they go with the big bruiser, Alex Zacharias, who takes it just short of the sticks here. Actually, that was, no, they'll get it out to about the 43. The lead man got out near the sticks, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6 here for Stoughton. Less than a minute left until halftime from the 42-yard line. Kissling now will bark out the signals under center. He's got a full backfield, 40 seconds on the clock. Give it to Zacharias, who's going to pound his way past midfield, pick up another Green Bay Packer first down. The clock will stop while they reset the ball. 33 seconds.
Well, 33 seconds left now. I'm past first down. My philosophy's changing here. I have 2 timeouts.
And they'll
Actually,
take one
they're
of
going
them
to take
here,
one of them
think.
right here. Absolutely. And they're going to talk about whether they're going to go after a field goal attempt or not.
Let's take a break while they are on timeout. You're watching the Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
Maria's Pizza is a proud supporter of Oregon High School athletics. Stop on by and try our signature homemade lasagna, our very popular spaghetti dish, and of course, the best pizza in town. Maria's Pizza, your hometown pizza place for 36 years. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to Oregon High School, where the Panthers trailed the Vikings 7-6 with 33 seconds left until halftime. Stoughton, with Alex Zacharias, just pounded their way past midfield for a first down, and now they're taking a timeout to talk about what their strategy is going to be, how aggressive they're going to be on the remainder of this drive. This game brought to you by Cousin Subs of Oregon, proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs on 990 Janesville Street. Better bread, better subs, better day. Also, Maria's Pizza, proud supporter of Oregon High School Athletics signature dishes. The 1st and 10 is going to be a passing play across the field, and absolutely nobody there but a couple Oregon defenders having to jump for it.
That play call really surprises me, to roll out to your right and then throw back across your body to the left.
And diving for the football, whatever play that was, just got injured on the play. So I don't know if they might have landed awkwardly. So while they tend to the injured player, we'll step aside, watching CW57 Sports.
The WIAA, in conjunction with the Green Bay Packers, is determined to preserve the excitement of Friday nights on high school football fields across Wisconsin. High school football offers students teachable moments that are unique to the education-based experience. Football provides the environment most conducive to those teachable moments and helps perpetuate an important and long-lasting national tradition. The Green Bay Packers and the WIAA encourage participation in the nation's most popular sport because it's fun, it's educational, and it's safer than ever.
And out of the injury timeout, got the Stoughton Vikings trying to come up with a plan here to attack the Panthers, up 7-6. Ball on the opposing 48-yard line, 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. That was Luke Knipfer, the defensive back, that dove for try to get the interception, but he landed. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. Zacharias on the carry, taking it for a gain of about 7.
I would not run another play.
And so now the clock ticks to about 15 seconds, and Stoughton doesn't have to run another play. But the clock stops. So now the clock is starting to tick. So they'll let this one go down to 5 seconds before taking a timeout. So Stoughton perhaps will take one heave at the end zone before the half. So let's take a quick timeout here. We'll be back with more Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is a nonprofit youth development organization that serves nearly 3,000 young people every year. Our vision is to inspire and empower all young people to reach their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring adults. Our mission is to be the leader in youth development programs by developing partnerships to produce positive outcomes for young people, families, and communities. For more information, go to bgcdc.org or call 608-257-2606.
This message is brought to you by Saris Cycling Group.
5 seconds remaining in the first half of the Highway 138 Bowl between the Stoughton Vikings and Oregon Panthers. Stoughton leading 7-6. Ball at about the 42-yard line of Oregon. So we'll test the arm strength of Jake Kissling most likely. So we'll see if they use the hard count to try to get a first down. Not that it really matters, but trips receivers to the right side. Kissling will throw it over the middle. It goes incomplete with 3 seconds now, so we'll see if they try to run another play. So the quick slant there to one of the receivers. potentially setting up a screen.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a potentially a little trick play. He had somebody trailing him. Wonder if they had like an option look out of it or.
Well, it's going to be 4th and 4 for the Vikings. Looks like they'll just either kneel it down or just do a running play here with 3 seconds left. And we'll hand it to Zacharias, who goes nowhere and driven backwards, and that will end the first half. It's 7-6 Stoughton. The Highway 138 Bowl. We'll be right back for more on CW57 Sports.
Cousin Subs of Oregon are proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs at 990 Janesville Street or call in your order at 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Go Panthers!
I'm Jessa Jeremiah inviting you to watch this week's restaurant show. Takara is here and they are going to make some delicious dishes for us to try. And Falbo Brothers is going to show us their MVP pizza. We have lots of other great local restaurants because it's your guide to the best restaurants in town. We'll tell you where to go this week on the restaurant show.
In the United States, there are over 500,000 accidents every year caused by somebody who is texting and driving.
It's hard to believe I even have to do a video right now asking people not to text and drive. There can be nothing that important that could cause you to text and potentially take a life.
Many people are killed every year because somebody is texting and driving.
Please be cautious, drive safe, don't text and drive.
And welcome back to Panther Stadium at Oregon High School for the Highway 138 Bowl between the Stoughton Vikings and Oregon Panthers. The Vikings lead by a score of 7-6 at halftime. Couple turnovers by the Panthers, an interception and a fumble. The fumble led to an Alex Zacharias 1-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. We'll send it down to halftime where we have at halftime interview, we have Mike Carr standing by.
Thanks, guys. We're down on the sidelines here at Panther Stadium. With us, we have Mike Carr, the athletic director for Oregon High School. Mike, thanks for your time tonight.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
So the football team is looking good so far. They're real close to a shot in the playoffs. That's looking good. What else is going on sports-wise for Oregon High School?
Well, we're really excited because it's the end of the regular season. We're going to start postseason play. So our soccer team today just received the #1 seed in the Wanakee Regional and Sectional. So we're excited about that. Our golf team, girls golf, just qualified for sectionals next week. So there are a lot of good things going on at Oregon, and we're pretty excited about competing in postseason.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more you want to brag about, but unfortunately we got to move on, and we want to talk to you a little bit about this field, because I understand that you have some bragging rights in terms of the field. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, our field is one of the best grass fields probably in the state, maybe in the nation as far as high school fields go. And Ron Novinska is our groundskeeper, and as you can see, he's done just a fantastic job with our field. He's won a couple national awards. And when people come here, a lot of times they'll say, when did you put turf in? And so, I mean, it's really one of the hallmarks and benchmarks of our Oregon program is how well we take care of our football field and our soccer field, and people are really happy.
Yeah, I know you must be really proud. It does. It looks amazing, and you had mentioned that next to the numbers, you've got the paw prints there, and that's really cool.
Yeah, we try to do something a little bit different, try to spark it up a little bit. Sometimes we do things in the end zones and at the midfield. So Ron puts his heart and soul into it, and it's really something that we like to brag about and like to give him a lot of credit for because he does it all himself.
Well, good for him and good for you, and congrats on all the successes you've received, not only with the field but with the teams this year. So thanks so much, Mike, for joining us. We appreciate it.
It's been great.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be right back with more A1 Furniture 138 Bowl right here on the CW57. Stick around.
Bourbon Street Grill, celebrating Mardi Gras all year long. Stop in for our Louisiana-style po' boy sandwich featuring catfish or blackened shrimp on French bread with lettuce, tomatoes, and Cajun aioli, served with one of our delicious sides for just $9. Feeding a group? Call for pasta on the board, where you eat right on the board, featuring family-style pasta, meatballs, garlic bread, salad, and red wine. Casual dining, senior specials, banquet rooms, game room, and full-service bar. Mention you saw us on TV and get $10 off your purchase of $30 or more. Bourbon Street Grill, your riverside restaurant with a New Orleans flair.
Looking for some Halloween family fun? Screaming Acres is the place to be on October 3rd and 10th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They're hosting a family fun haunted attraction called Boo for the Zoo with special ticket prices at only $15. $5 of every ticket that is sold on these nights will be going to the Henry Violet Zoo to help benefit the Arctic Passage. For more information, please go to screamingacres.com or call 608-669-2734. Then make sure to head over to Screaming Acres to go Boo for the Zoo.
TV now, TV now, TV now, TV now.
Welcome back. We're down on the field at the Panther Stadium in Oregon, Wisconsin. Oregon Panthers against the Stoughton Vikings. With us right now, we have Building Administrator for Oregon High School. This is Jason Wilhelm. Thanks for your time, Jason.
You're very welcome.
So we've been watching athletics and talking athletics. What's going on academic-wise inside Oregon High School?
We have some exciting opportunities at Oregon High School. We have a Go Global class where students are going to learn about the culture and the history of China, and then they will actually be traveling to China this spring as part of that course. We also have a freshwater ecology class that is in its second year where kids learn about local water systems and how to do the testing. And we also have a video gaming class which is in its second year where kids learn how to create video games, which is a new developing career.
I imagine that's a popular one.
It is very popular, always full.
So interesting, all these different classes that are springing up here, and very interesting stuff for the kids too, I imagine. I want to ask you a little bit, I know you recently had a homecoming, so talk to us about some of those events and how that turned out for you.
Sure, we have amazing kids in Oregon, and we were filled with Panther spirit. We had a great spirit week with different dress-up activities, and we capped the week off with pep assembly and parade.
Very fun stuff, and I know you're proud of the turnout of the events.
Yes, very much so.
And I want to give you an opportunity. We're going to have a really cool halftime show coming up here, including the band, I hear, is outstanding. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, our marching band is a national championship winning marching band, and they are treating us to a show before it gets too cold in the season. So this will be their last show of the year, and they work all year on their show, and it's an amazing job, and they travel to various states and often different, they go up to Canada for competitions as well.
Wow, lots going on here. So we appreciate your time, Jason. Thanks so much for joining us, and we're going to have a lot of great halftime stuff to look forward to.
You're welcome. Go Panthers.
That's right. All right, guys, well, you heard it. We've got a lot of halftime show coming up. We're going to take a short break here. Come back to us. We're here at the A1 Furniture 138 Bowl, so stick around.
Capital Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin has been producing award-winning beer since 1984. The Capital Brewery reputation precedes itself as beer enthusiasts come from far and wide to see for themselves. Over the years, we've continued to grow, and now our beers can be found on shelves for miles and miles. Along the way, Capital Brewery has received over 200 beer and brewery awards, more than any other brewery in the area. We invite you to visit Capital Brewery and Beer Garden in Middleton, Wisconsin. To learn more about Capital Brewery and our live events, visit us at capitalbrewery.com.
If you really do this, you're gonna make mistakes. But the good you do will far outweigh the bad. What if I'm not a hero? You can be better, making a difference, saving people in a flash.
And welcome back into Panther Stadium. The Stoughton Vikings lead the Oregon Panthers 7-6 at halftime. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, A-1 Furniture and Bedding. We want to thank them for Supporting us this season is our official Bowl Series sponsor, over 30 years providing the best prices and best service. Also the Green Bay Packers, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. For more information on the Packers' involvement in youth and high school football, please visit packers.com/youthfootball. Cousin Subs of Oregon, proud supporters of the Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs on 990 Janesville Street or call 608-291-0900. Maria's Pizza, proud supporters of Oregon High School as well. Stop in and try their signature homemade lasagna, spaghetti dish, and, of course, the best pizza in town. And McGlynn Pharmacy of Stoughton. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn, and we'll deliver them for free, or you can stop by and get your flu shot today. McGlynn's Pharmacy, proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. The Panthers, a couple turnovers in the second quarter there, and one of those turnovers led to points, the 1-yard touchdown run by Alex Zacharias. So, I mean, it's been pretty evenly matched throughout. I mean, you got the big power, you got the big athletes from Stoughton, and you got the speed and agility for Oregon. So, is there any way you can tell who's going to win this battle just based off of what you've seen so far?
No, it's been pretty evenly matched. You touched on it with the size of Stoughton and the speed and quickness of Oregon. I think also you look at Oregon, and their confidence has been built so high. Again, coming off of 0-9 seasons the last couple of years, and getting a couple of wins under their belt and building the confidence. And Coach Kissling touched on it in pregame about their senior leadership and having a great group of junior, underclassmen, having a great off season and coming in and executing and making plays on the football field, and built it, their record to this 5-1 level. Stoughton is fighting for everything that they can and really want to prove something. Their ex-head coach is the Oregon defensive coordinator, Sean Stokes. And again, they want to prove something to him as well. They want to show that they can play ball. Absolutely. With them, and they're fighting for their playoff lives, and it's showing. They're having a heck of a time out here, battling with Oregon and everything that they're given, and it's a really good football game so far. And again, it'll come down to turnovers or some silly mistake with the wind or the weather, and someone's going to have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, Oregon actually was finished 2-7 last year for 6th in the Badger South Conference. They're coming off a 38-21 win over Fort Atkinson, and both running backs. You have B.J. Buckner, Matt Yates, 148, 147 yards respectively, led the offense, both with touchdowns in that game. And Buckner a senior, Yates a junior, so it's like even when Buckner graduates, you still have Yates, guys who can come up, and this team is pretty much set up schematically. They could have continued success next year as well.
Well, absolutely, and they run an offense. We've touched on this before throughout the season. They run an offense in that double wing and a veer, midline, however you want to call it. It's all the same thing. It's a read offense, and usually teams that are a little undersized or quite not as big number-wise tend to run these type of offenses. It's something that they can run in the youth level, and Oregon's youth level has grown over the last couple of years. They used to start at 7th grade, and now they've worked it on down under new leadership, and I believe they have it now at 4th grade on, most other areas. And it's been really impressive to see the growth of Oregon football and also Stoughton football, again, being a part of their coaching staff back in 2002 and 2004 under Sean Stokes. We were 1-8 and 3-6, I believe, in those 2 seasons, and to see the growth that Coach Theory has come in, and the staff that he's brought in, and it's been a great thing to see their new uniforms. And again, everybody that has come in and done a great job in building football in this area. And it'll only continue to get better, hopefully, with those underclassmen of Oregon's, like you said, and running this offense and having more experience with it.
Well, I think this is probably a good time to just take a listen to the band here we have for the Panthers. Coach Jason Thierry for the Vikings. Actually, his second year here coaching, came from Illinois, where he was coaching for a few years, and he said earlier this week, things that he did coaching-wise in Illinois don't always work up here in Wisconsin. Like you mentioned things like screens, they're coached better in Wisconsin, as well as the defensive lines are just overall a lot bigger and a lot tougher than he saw in Illinois. So some sort of adjustments you have to make as a coach, which maybe you don't always think about when you talk about a coach changing schools and states, that maybe the things that you do should translate over, and apparently that's not necessarily the case. So,
well, the thing is also is that he's come into the Badger Conference, which is a really good conference in this state, a lot of good programs, and he's built a great staff. Again, we talked about it. He had 3 former Mustangs.
That's right.
You know, on his staff, 2 coaches for me, and Barry Langfeld and Aaron Skinner, along with a former player. So he's got some winning combinations there.
That's
good
right.
Coaching.
Yeah.
Having the experience with the Mustangs, and he's doing a great job. They're all doing a great job with the program there in Stoughton.
And we'll take a break, and we'll have the last part of halftime here, and then we'll have the second half of action in the Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
Every day I can spend with my children is the most blessed day of my life. Before I was attending ITT Tech, I had just come back from Iraq, where I had went back to my civilian job and got laid off, and then I had to go back to cooking. I knew I needed a career where I could support my family. I am an IT program manager at Intech Technology, where I have a 5-man team where we do PC deployment.
He's going up the ladder quickly.
Actually, I was hired before I graduated, and it felt wonderful.
I'm so very proud of him. He has accomplished a great deal in a short period of time with all that he's been through.
My name is Sean Wilkerson. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I will succeed in everything I do.
Scholarships and financial aid are available for students who qualify. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
Thanks, guys. We're down on the sidelines again, and we've got a great group of fans here, Oregon Panther fans, that is. And if you can't tell, they are dressed for excitement and fun and lots of school spirit tonight. Why are you guys dressed so brightly? What's going on?
We did a psych out tonight, so we dressed in all black and then we took it off, and now we have neon. We just like to keep things interesting in the fan section.
Very interesting, very bright.
You guys are looking good. And they're trying to show off some writing they have on their hands. I don't know if you can read it. There's some Twitter addresses. There's a hi, Mom. All kinds of stuff. All right. I'm going to talk to me a little bit about, you guys have some really big school spirit. Tell me how you keep the spirit alive here at Oregon.
Well, sometimes, when those underclassmen are lacking, we'll actually go up and stand by them and cheer, get them all pumped up. And we've all got great school spirit here at Oregon.
Well, you sure do. And do you think you could maybe do a sample for us? What do you think?
Of course, yeah, let's go.
You guys ready? Go for it.
When I say oh, you say buck. Oh, buck. Oh, buck. When I say oh, you say buck. Oh, buck. Oh, buck.
All right, and there's a form banana. I want to hear the form banana. Go for it. Let's do it.
Form banana. Form banana. Peel banana. Peel banana. Go bananas! Go bananas! Go bananas! Go bananas!
All right, well, that is undoubtedly school spirit. On that note, I think we're going to cut to a quick break. Stick around for more A1 Furniture 138 Bowl right here on the CW.
Hi, I'm Justin Riley, your host for Community Connections, sponsored by TDS. We're here at the Ronald McDonald House in Madison, and I'm sitting here with Will Reinhardt. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us, what brought you to the Ronald McDonald House?
Well, to make a long story short, my son Xavier Brown, he had a real bad attack, asthma, and his lungs collapsed. Now, they said that it was a combination of the weather and a virus going around called rhino. On top of that, his asthmatic condition. He was in ICU for about 12 days roughly, but with all the prayers from everyone out there on social media and the family, you know, he woke up on the 13th day, like just woke up out of nowhere.
Excellent, so he's kind of a miracle child.
Yes, he is. He is a miracle child. The doctor said they don't know what happened, how it happened, but it happened.
Excellent. So how has the Ronald McDonald House impacted your family?
The staff, the volunteers, they're just amazing. They really care about your needs. They care about what's going on, you know, in your life, as far as your living conditions, things of that nature. It's something that people should really, really take to heart to support.
Excellent. And what's something that you would like the viewers to know about the Ronald McDonald House?
Well, what you donate to the Ronald McDonald House actually goes to the Ronald McDonald House. When you put that money into the little boxes at the McDonald's across the world, it actually goes right to it. So just donate to something that's real, because that's what counts. We need to do what we can to help each other in today's society.
Excellent. Well, Will, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You can find out more at www.rmhcmadison.org. Thanks for watching Community Connections, sponsored by TDS.
Welcome back. We're at Panther Stadium at Oregon High School, Oregon Panthers versus the Stoughton Vikings. We are lucky to have with us right now Travis Wilson from WisSports.net. Travis, thanks for your time right now.
Yeah, you bet.
So, talk to us a little bit about these two teams and how close they are to playoffs, and anything you have to offer on that.
Yeah, you know, this is an important game for both teams. Oregon is playoff eligible, but they can clinch a playoff spot with one more victory. Getting into the playoffs is always a big thing for any school, but especially Oregon. They haven't been in since 2009. Stoughton, on the other hand, they have one more win to get playoff eligible, and they love to get it here, of course. They've got a pretty tough schedule the last couple weeks. This would be the first playoffs appearance for Stoughton since 1998, one of the longer droughts in the state, and it's the only playoff appearance they've ever had as well. So a school and a program that hasn't tasted a lot of success, and you would love to see them get in. They've been very close the last few years, finished 3-4 in conference a couple times, and 2-4 in conference a couple times, and been right on the cusp. And hopefully they can get over that hump and get it done this year.
It's been a little while for Oregon, too. Didn't you say earlier 2009 was the last time they had a playoff appearance?
Yep, 2009 for Oregon as well. They've kind of been in the mix the last few years as well, but again, just like Stoughton, haven't been able to get it done. They've got a strong senior class this year that's propelled them to where they are now, 3-1 in conference as of right now, pending the outcome of this game, of course. And qualified for the playoffs, eligible for the playoffs, and again, can clinch with one more win.
So it's a big game for both teams, and we'll see how it shakes out here. But I know you always have the inside scoop for us on other teams too, and give us a little playoff rundown, if you would, for the rest of the conference.
Yeah, in the Badger South, Monona Grove is ruling the Badger South just like they have the last few years. 5 years in a row, they're unbeaten conference champions, going for a 6th straight unbeaten conference championship this season. They're in the playoffs, there's no doubt about that. At this point, it's a matter of what's their seed going to be, who they're going to play, and how far do they go. The rest of the conference, again, Oregon has become playoff eligible. There's some other teams that have some work to do, including Stoughton, who we're talking about here. Some of the other schools, Madison, Edgewood, Monroe, they're pretty close to eliminated. But, still a lot to play for, pride and getting a good start to next year and all that good stuff. So Badger South, it's MGs and then everybody else.
All right. Well, one more thing I'll ask you for the sports fanatics out there, where can they find more great information like this?
Well, head over to WisSports.net. It really should be a daily destination. We've got all kinds of playoff information up there, but also, of course, scores, stats, standings, rosters, all that good stuff. Inside information, just everything that's going on in high school sports and high school football, you can find at WisSports.net.
Absolutely. Well, check it out. This is Travis Wilson with Wisconsin Sports Network, our go-to for news and information on sports. Thank you so much. We're going to take another little break. You can join us back here on CW57 Sports for the A-1 Furniture 138 Bowl, so stick around.
It's the great tent event at A-1 Furniture. Sofas $299, 5-piece living room sets $699, bedroom sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Dan McGlynn of McGlynn Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn and we will deliver them for free. Ask us about our new Med Sync program to reduce your trips to the pharmacy. McGlynn Pharmacy, proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. Go Vikings!
It's the great Ted event at A-1 Furniture. Twin mattresses, $99. Queen sets, $199. Memory foam queen sets, $499. And so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great Ted event going on now.
Maria's Pizza is a proud supporter of Oregon High School athletics. Stop on by and try our signature homemade lasagna, our very popular spaghetti dish, and of course, the best pizza in town. Maria's Pizza, your hometown pizza place for 36 years. Go Panthers!
Cousin Subs of Oregon are proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs at 990 Janesville Street or call in your order at 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Go Panthers!
Eric Rodgers and Coach Adam Smith up here in the booth at Panther Stadium. Halftime is over. The second half is about to get underway. The A1 Furniture and Bedding Highway 138 Bull Stoughton leads 7-6. Kicking off to Oregon here for the second half. Oregon will take it at the 16-yard line, trying to find some room. Kissling will get around the outside and taken out of bounds at the 36, about there, where the Panthers offense will get started. The A1 Furniture and Bedding, we want to thank all the good people over there for supporting us this season as our official Bull Series sponsor. Over 30 years of the best prices and best service, and the Green Bay Packers, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. For more information, visit packers.com/youthfootball.
I think the key to the second half here, Eric, is going to be, because you know Oregon's going to run the ball, you know Stoughton's going to run the ball. It's going to come down to a passing game and who can make plays. Trent Ricker or Jake Kissling.
Well, Ricker will pitch it out to Yates off to the left, far sideline, and pick up a handful of yards to about the 43. So a good start for the Panthers. And yeah, we've seen both these teams have success passing every now and then. It's just going to have to be, can they do it on more of a consistent basis? The Panthers not passing a whole lot. Trent Ricker has an interception, but also came back with a great couple of passes to Alex Duff. One of those went for a score, 4-yard touchdown in the second quarter. The extra point, the hold was bad, so Ricker had to go for 2, and the pass went incomplete, which is why it's 7-6 right now. And here it's 2nd and 5 from the 43-yard line. Man in motion, they go to the fullback. I believe that was Buckner on the carry. Couple yards, maybe 1. Actually, I think they actually gave that carry to Yates. CW57's Talk of the Town is one of the sponsors here. It's a news talk format presenting fresh, lively discussions with Wisconsin's icons, leaders, movers, and shakers in a talk show format, providing one-on-one analysis of current issues. And here we go with the 3rd and 4. Passing on 3rd down, completed to, believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Kissling, who's taken down inside the 30-yard line, about the 25. And the Panthers now in striking distance with that great pass from Ricker.
Again, just a simple hitch route. Able to break to the outside, break that one-on-one tackle, then it becomes a foot race.
And a shoestring tackle there, too.
Good tackle by number 40, John McCune. Touchdown saving tackle. And again, that's Trent Ricker has completed his last 3 passes. And I think it's something that they can exploit. They have the advantage right now in the passing game.
They got one-on-one coverage on the right side. They go into the middle of the field, tipped up in the air, and nearly intercepted by the middle linebacker. So I think they got Austin Benton maybe was in on that play, a running back.
Again, just not a very good read there by Trent. You see that on film and see that situation, that numbers weren't to his advantage. Probably needed to go on the one-on-one situation on the outside there.
And they'll hand it off to B.J. Buckner on the 2nd and 10. He'll pick up a couple yards, get it to the 20-yard line. They'll call it officially 5 yards, make it a 3rd and manageable for the Panthers, looking to take advantage coming out of halftime, down 7-6.
I'm sure this is 4-down territory for them, and they're going against the wind, so the kicking game, even though they're down at the 20-yard line, it still puts it at a really tough field goal position. They should be thinking that they're going to be going for it on 4th down if they don't get it here. The 3rd and long 5 anyway.
And Ricker will go under center. And it'll go to B.J. Buckner on the carry. He will move the sticks. The Green Bay Packer 1st down. Just inside the 15-yard line. That's all he needed. And on the tackle was Matt Wagner, the junior linebacker.
Yeah, just a little counter action. 2 lead blockers, and it's a really nice job of getting his pads up the field and falling forward for that 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from the 15. They can get a 1st down without a touchdown. Getting to be dangerous territory. The Stoughton defense is going to they're going to need a stop here. And here they go on the fullback sweep off to the right side. I think that was, actually they give it off to Kissling. So one of his few carries here tonight. Goes for about 4 yards.
A little jet sweep, a fly sweep. Again, going to get 4 yards on 1st down makes a real nice play call. Opens up your playbook on 2nd down, especially in this situation when you're deep into the opponent's territory. Red zone, as we like to say, and I like to call it the green zone, the money.
That's right.
The money zone.
That's where you make your money. Yeah, 2nd and 6 from the 11. They go fullback. Buckner, actually that's Yates on the carry. He'll take it inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that was an interesting play design. That was actually pitched to the up back with the motion, that orbit motion was coming behind. I don't know if it was pitched a little bit too soon or if the ball was snapped a little bit too soon. That option was supposed to get out ahead of him, and for a lead blocker, it was looked like a little bit of a mess up on that play right there.
Well, it gains them a couple of yards. It's now 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line. We're inside 8 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 7-6. Oregon looking to reclaim the lead. They go pitch off to the left side to Yates. He bounces off a tackle, and he's going to score into the end zone, and retaking the lead are the Panthers.
Got a flag down, Eric.
So forget everything I just said. Nope, it is going to be a penalty against the Vikings, and that should be enforced on the kickoff. So Yates on the touchdown, a 8-yard carry.
That was a nice job by Yates, keeping his balance, accelerating his feet through contact, and bouncing off that tackle, getting that ball into the end zone.
Well, now
Oregon's going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have to go for 2. They're up 12-7. The 2-point conversion would give Oregon the comfortable 7-point lead as opposed to the 6-point lead, or 5. I can math. So yes, the touchdown does stand after the personal foul.
Usually in coaching in this situation, it's very tempting to go for 2, but usually you don't go for 2 unless you have to. So conventional coaching, you kick the extra point here. But Oregon believes they can get the 2 points, they can get the 2 yards, and they're going to go for it here.
Well, it looked like
the last keep it within a 1 score, because right now if they don't get it and Stoughton scores, they're going to take the lead.
And they'll roll off to the right side. That pass goes incomplete. So the gamble does not pay off. It's a 12-7 lead for the Panthers. This touchdown does stand. We'll be back for the kickoff on CW57 Sports.
WIAA, in conjunction with the Green Bay Packers, is determined to preserve the excitement of Friday nights on high school football fields across the state of Wisconsin. Contrary to how some reports misrepresent the data available, the risk of serious injury in high school football is less than it has ever been. With better teaching, better rules, and better equipment, the Green Bay Packers and the WIAA encourage participation in the nation's most popular sport because it's fun, it's educational, and it's safer than ever.
Catch the best high school football all season long on CW57 Sports. Next week, the Madison East Pergolders play host to the Lancers of La Follette at Lucier Stadium. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. and next Sunday at 3 p.m. Only on CW57 Sports.
So after the personal foul penalty, the Panthers will be kicking off from the Vikings 45-yard line out of the Matt Yates 8-yard touchdown run.
You watch out for an onside kick in this situation. This is a great opportunity. It looks like Stoughton has been coached well and is prepared for this situation. I know if I was in this situation, I'd be onside kicking.
Well, here's the receiver, Duff, will be kicking off. They do the onside kick. Stoughton ready for it, and they'll take it. Now the ball's on the ground, and they'll have to fall on it, and they do recover it, but they're at the 12-yard line. And now we have a Stoughton player down. And medical staff being called on immediately. So the officials
33,
timeout.
Phil Olson.
So we'll take a timeout real soon here. It's never good to see an injury like this. Let's actually step aside for a moment. You're watching the Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is a nonprofit youth development organization that serves nearly 3,000 young people every year. Our vision is to inspire and empower all young people to reach their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring adults. Our mission is to be the leader in youth development programs by developing partnerships to produce positive outcomes for young people, families, and communities. For more information, go to bgcdc.org or call 608-257-2606. This message is brought to you by Metcalf's Market.
Cousin Subs of Oregon are proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs at 990 Janesville Street or call in your order at 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Go Panthers!
Mom, she doesn't have to watch. Of course I'm gonna watch. You guys got me hooked on these things.
When you lose your virginity, you can never go back.
You're pregnant.
But I've never had sex. I'm not ready to be a mom.
Be brave.
My whole life, I've tried to do everything right so that
So you won't turn out like me.
Maybe you're underestimating her. What are you doing here?
Trying to be brave.
Jane the Virgin. Series premiere Monday, October 13th.
Welcome back in here to Panthers Stadium. The Stoughton Vikings now looking to answer a touchdown by Matt Yates and the Panthers. They'll go run off to the right side for a gain of 1. This game brought to you by A-1 Furniture and Bedding. As always, we want to thank the good people over there for supporting us this season as the official Bowl Series sponsor. Over 30 years of providing the best prices and best service. Also, the Green Bay Packers, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. For more information, please visit packers.com/youthfootball. Here's a 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. Under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. They go run off to the right and swallowed up by the Panthers. It's going to bring them back to the original line of scrimmage. Make that a loss of 3, so they'll actually be faced with a 3rd and 11 now. So not a good position for the Vikings to be in immediately after the Panthers score.
I don't know if Stoughton has any screenplays, and this is a perfect opportunity for a screenplay. You know Oregon's going to be coming.
And they do come, and the ball batted down by the Panthers. You get your big mid up there and knock it down, and a 3 and out for the Vikings.
It's a nice job by Marcus Tobias getting his hand up again.
Well, Tobias listed at 6'5", 220.
Great size on the defensive line there, defensive end. You teach him he can't not get to the quarterback, read his eyes, see when he's going to throw, and just try to get a hand up and getting it in the way. And did a great job of knocking that ball down and forcing Stoughton to punt out of their end zone. should be really good field position here for Oregon.
Yeah, Jace Newman, the offensive lineman, doing a great job actually punting, gets that one away and fielded at the 44-yard line by Oregon. They'll take it inside the 40, and that's where they will begin from the 37-yard line. Panthers up now, a 12-7 lead after the Yates touchdown, the failed 2-point conversion. This game brought to you by McGlynn Pharmacy. Dan McGlynn of McGlynn Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn and we will deliver them for free, or stop by and get your flu shot today. Proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. And CW57's Restaurant Show, official television guide to the best restaurants around. Life's too short to eat average, so skip the rest and enjoy the best. 1st and 10 from the 37. Buckner, left side. Gains a few for the Panthers. They're down to the 6-minute mark in the third quarter. CW57's Girl Talk is another sponsor here, a platform for women to showcase their talents and knowledge of current issues and agendas affecting the women of today. 2nd down now for the Panthers after the 4-yard carry by Buckner. The 3-headed monster at tailback. You don't know who it's going to go to. Here's Ricker under center. Up the middle. I think that's Yates on the carry this time. They actually give it to Buckner once again. It's going to be a 3rd and medium for Oregon. Looking to secure a playoff spot, as you heard at halftime, with a win here tonight. And as we've already alluded to, Stoughton is fighting for their playoff hopes here, and a loss would almost certainly put them out of playoff contention. They need to win 2 more games. They have 2 more after this, so definitely needing to.
Well, they would definitely secure. They still have an opportunity to
right.
make the playoffs if they win out, but they would have to be chosen in. Being at 500 in their conference, they'd have to
Oregon
be
will
so
take a timeout with a 3rd and 4. We'll step away. We'll be back with more of the Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
It's the great tent event at A-1 Furniture. Sofas $299, 5-piece living room sets $699, bedroom sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A-1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Dan McGlynn of McGlynn Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn and we will deliver them for free. Ask us about our new Med Sync program to reduce your trips to the pharmacy. McGlynn Pharmacy, proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years. Go Vikings!
It's the great tent event at A1 Furniture. Twin mattresses $99, queen sets $199, memory foam queen sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Out of the timeout, Oregon faced with a 3rd and 4 from the Viking 31-yard line. They were up 12-7 here in the Highway 138 Bowl, presented by A1 Furniture and Bedding. 4:46 to play in quarter number 3. A lot of success running the football, but they got deep in Viking territory last time on the pass, and this time the run goes absolutely nowhere as Yates was dropped for a loss of 3, excuse me.
And Jeremiah Jimenez did a nice job. Unfortunately, the running back there did not read the block. He should have cut up the back of that block. He actually ran to where number 73 was blocking number 58, and that's what happens. You got to be able to read that block.
And there's the punt. Is it going to drop inside the 5? And Panthers coverage team can't stop it, so it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback where the Vikings will take over. Only down by 5 points. They have a chance to answer after going 3 and out on their last drive. And they were deep in their own territory last time, too.
Stoughton has not had great field position all night. Oregon's done a great job of pinning them, and they're deep in their territory, and we've talked about it. You know, starting at your own 20, you're 1 in 30 chance of scoring a touchdown. And it's proven that way tonight. Oregon's done a nice job of pinning them, playing great defense, and really taking advantage of field position. Let's see if Stoughton can put together a nice drive here and try to flip that field position.
Well, they'll run it up the middle. And Zacharias once again is going to be the man that's going to kind of lead the charge there on the ground game, and they really pounded it. That one scoring drive they had in the second quarter was because of Alex Zacharias and being able to pound his way through those holes. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, and it's 2nd and 5 from the 25. And they'll go to Zacharias again. The ball's on the ground. And that's a second fumble. I think Stoughton did fall on that one, though. So they'll retain possession, luckily. But ball security an issue for a guy, like we've mentioned before, that isn't used to carrying the football this much.
Did a great job on the double team, and he just dropped it. He just dropped it. And actually, he missed the hole. 75 for Oregon.
Yeah, Riley Peckham.
Riley Peckman did a nice job of taking on that double team and actually getting out and defeating the double team. And that's not what you want to see as an offensive coach, is one guy beating a double team. We should have, used to say 300 versus 600 should win every single time.
And they'll be passing on 3rd and 6. It's completed and stopped right at the sticks, but it should be enough for the first down. Based on where they spotted, and they started exactly at the 20-yard line, so this should move the chains, and it does. It's a Green Bay Packer first down for the Vikings. Key on 3rd and 6 there.
Yeah, Jacob Benson did a nice job of running the route just past the first down marker, came back to the ball, caught it, and was able to get the first down. Again, another hitch route. It's been very refreshing to see that at the high school level. I think it's an underutilized play.
And they'll go run on 1st and 10. Zacharias off to the right side, picks up another gain of about 4 on the play. So the running game, he's picking up a good average, but it's just that security issue.
Yeah, you got to keep that ball high and tight. And again, sometimes it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, and he is just so young as a running back. Got to have that ball high and tight, across the chest, where it's strong. Hard to knock out.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 6 from the 34. Oregon jumps off sides, and it's going to make it 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. And you see, obviously, being so close to
2nd and 1. And this might be a play here that you get 2nd and 1. You get to try to hit it.
Yep.
Play action, max protect, maybe 1 or 2, receivers in the route, and try to hit Oregon big here.
So if there's any opportunity to pull out any sort of play you've been waiting for, this is the opportunity. 2nd and 1 from the 34.
Or they may just want to get the first down and keep the sticks moving.
You might just do that, and they got Zacharias back there. And this time they fake it. Trying to hit a man deep, and just out of the hands, they were trying to hit the tight end, Dan Swenson.
Well, that was a great play call, and again, they lined up tight. Safeties were up into the box. Did a good job on that play action, and Jake Kissling did a nice job of putting that ball in a place where only his receiver could catch it. Again, they're at 3rd and 1. It's no guarantee that they get the first down, but 3rd and 1. Stoughton has proved that they'll only get 1 yard
Take
at least
your chances,
today. Yep.
Right. Yep. And the 3rd and 1 from the 34. This time they would think you go running for it, and they do. Zacharias will power his way through. He'll pick up 3 yards and move the chains again for another Green Bay Packer first down. Very effective.
That's a great job by the Stoughton offensive line. Again, we talked about this situation before, leverage. They did a good job of out-leveraging Oregon's defensive line, using their size and bulk to lean on them, and Zacharias was able to fall forward for the first down.
So now under a minute and a half in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go to Zacharias again off the left side, off the tackle. He'll pick up 8
and you can
to
see
midfield.
He's holding that ball really, really low. It was almost at waist level.
So carrying it not high and tight like you're told.
No, not high and tight. It's low and loose.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, again, hopefully the coaching staff that, up in the box is seeing that too and is yelling down to the coaches on the sideline, hey, he's carrying that ball low. He's got to get it high and tight. I mean, it's not even a normal, this normal depth in the rib cage. It was down by his waist.
Well, in any case, they'll go to him again on 2nd and 2. He'll gain inches on that one before being driven backwards. Brings up 3rd and 2 from midfield.
They've pretty much run the same play the entire time down the field here. Any yards they have gained, it's been just that double lead play to the right or to the left. And
you have 30 seconds left.
Some type of counteraction is coming here.
We'll see if you're right. 3rd and 2 from midfield. 15 seconds left in the half, and stopped short of the chains on that 3rd down carry. Oregon finally able to bottle up Zacharias, and that will end the 3rd quarter. So we have our ladies standing by, Jessa and Janet. We'll send it down to the field and check out what they have going on for us.
Maria's Pizza is a proud supporter of Oregon High School athletics. Stop on by and try our signature homemade lasagna, our very popular spaghetti dish, and of course, the best pizza in town. Maria's Pizza, your hometown pizza place for 36 years. Go Panthers!
Thanks, Eric and Adam. Well, we're going to take another little sideline break. We're joined by Kelly Pierce, who is the captain of the cheer team here, and also Jenica and Jordan, 2 of the seniors and captains here. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. We're very excited to be out here tonight cheering for the Oregon Panthers in a very close game with our rivals.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys are doing a fantastic job keeping the spirit alive on the sidelines here. And I understand there's a lot of new things that are as part of this team. So you have a very fresh, young team. Talk to us about that.
Yes, fresh team indeed. We have about 85% of our team is freshmen. So we are starting from the beginning. And we're just working really hard to get our basic skills going and getting ready for a new year with new kids.
Well, it's looking good, and I understand that you just started doing some stunts, too.
Yes, we are a stunting team now, so we've been working hard on getting our basics down, and safety's always #1, so we work very hard at practice to get some stunts and pyramids up to help lead our crowd.
Well, it looks good from where we're standing, so great job, guys.
So I also understand that your team is competitive, right? Okay, and so how's it been going this year, and how was last year too?
Well, we're actually state champs as of last year, and we're just starting our competitive season this year.
And so state champs last year, what does it take to get ready to be state champs? How much are you guys practicing, and what are you doing?
We practice 2.5 hours, like 3 to 4 weeks out of the week. So practice really hard to get all those stunts and cheers going.
But it's all worth it, right?
Yes, it's worth it.
Excellent. Well, good luck with your season this year. And thanks for your time right now. We're going to send it back to you guys in the booth, Adam and Eric.
All right, thanks, Jessa and Janet. We have 1st and 15 for Stoughton after the dead ball foul. Move back 5 yards here, and we're in the 4th quarter. Vikings down 12-7 to the Panthers. Both teams fighting for their playoff hopes here, but it's not a make or break game by any means, but you definitely like to inch closer here tonight. From midfield, power eye loaded backfield for Jake Kissling. Zacharias once again, and he will power through for a gain of about 7.5 yards.
Again, they've been really successful with that double lead play out of that power eye formation. Again, coaching staff has decided we are going to run the ball right at this small defense, and this is what we're going to hang our hat on. This is who we are. Stop it if you can. And I'll tell you, number 1 for Stoughton, Matt Wagner, playing tight end, and a really nice block on Tobias there, playing defensive end, washing him down and creating a running lane for Zacharias.
It's 2nd and 8 from the 43. Zacharias again just lowering the shoulder in another chunk of about 5 yards. This game brought to you by A-1 Furniture and Bedding. We want to thank Mr. Paul Canarella and all the good people over there for supporting us this season as the official Bowl Series sponsor. Over 30 years of providing the best prices and best service. The Green Bay Packers as well, proud supporters of Wisconsin high school football. For more information on the Packers' involvement in youth and high school football, please visit packers.com/youthfootball. And here's the 3rd and 3 from the 38-yard line. 10-13 to play in this contest. The Highway 138 Bowl is proved to be a game of possessions and field position. So Stoughton ready for the 3rd and 3. Zacharias once again, and this is going to be just short of the 35-yard line where they needed to get to.
Well, they've already gone for it on 4th down once on this drive. I can't imagine them not trying to go for it here again. That was a great job by Lucas Matthews, fighting off that block, keeping his inside arm and leg free, and able to make the tackle.
And here's the 4th and 1, another very important fourth down situation for the Vikings from the 35. And just at the line there, and Oregon's coach is kind of saying, there's no way that's there, but we'll see where it's spotted. It looks like it should be enough.
Again, Brennan Womack knifing through, making that tackle, fighting. I tell you, this kid has fought through more double teams and made plays at 6'1", 165 pounds. It is amazing to me at the size he is, the way he comes downhill, takes on blockers, and still makes tackles. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a kid that you need on every coach's dream. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty, and they just came up a little bit short as far as Oregon's D in that situation. But I tell you what, Brendan Womack is a player.
It's an effort play as well, and like he said, he's been consistent with that all night as the Vikings do move the chains for another Green Bay Packer 1st down. This game brought to you by Cousins Subs, Oregon, proud supporters of the Panthers. Cousins Subs on 990 Janesville Street. Place your order 608-291-0900. Better bread, better subs, better day. Maria's Pizza, proud supporters as well. The signature homemade lasagna, spaghetti, and of course, the best pizza in town.
And Oregon's safeties are at 6 yards.
Well, Stoughton's going to run it and run it and run it. And there they go again and pick up another gain of about 7.5 yards. That's quite the average for Zacharias he's racking up there.
Well, again, do they go back to that play-action pass here? It is 2nd and manageable. You've already gone for it twice on 4th down. You're in 4-down territory. You try to keep them. The game, they've just run the same play all the way down the field.
Well, and Oregon hasn't proved that they've been able to stop it consistently.
Not on 4 downs, they haven't. Again, when you see the safeties, 6 yards. Everybody's in the box right now.
And once again, it's Zacharias, this time up the middle, and he will take it to the 20-yard line. Another Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Now, not to get ahead of ourselves here, a little over 8 minutes left in the game, a lot of time left, and a lot of yardage still left to be Stoughton. But the thing that I'm thinking as a coach is if we score a touchdown here, do we go for 2? And try to put our team up 3. Because either way, a field goal would win it for Oregon if they were able to get into range, whether we're down, whether we kick the extra point or whether we don't kick the extra, if we don't make it, it wouldn't matter much. So as Stoughton, I'm thinking if we get it in the end zone here.
And they might. Zacharias, I tell you what, dragging defenders down inside the 10-yard line. And this is going to be a 1st and goal for the Vikings. They are threatening.
So do we go for 2? And if it's me, I'm going for 2. I'm going to try to put us up 3 points. And again, what a hole to have to run, to get to run through. And he is just bulldozing cats.
He looks a little bigger than 215.
He does. He looks a good 225, if not a little bit heavier. But he's running with every bit of it, how much he weighs. And he has put his team on his back. And he said, Coach, give me the ball. And so they're 5 yards away from taking the lead in this game.
For a guy that plays 3 different positions, yeah, he's definitely carried the workload. And here he is again on 1st and goal from the 7, and he'll get to the 4. This game brought to you by McGlynn Pharmacy, proud supporters of Stoughton High School football. Get your prescriptions filled at McGlynn, and we'll deliver them for free. or you can stop by and get your flu shot today. McGlynn Pharmacy proudly supporting Stoughton's residents for 12 years.
There's a nice tackle there by number 25, Max Chase. 5'10", 172 pounds.
Stoughton can take the lead with the touchdown here. 2nd and goal from the 4. 12-7, Zacharias. Just short of the goal line.
We'll give an Oregon player down. Again, nice block by number 31. Austin Benton been leading the way all game for Zacharias.
So while we have an injury timeout, let's step away here for a moment. You're watching the Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
The WIAA, in conjunction with the Green Bay Packers, is determined to preserve the excitement of Friday nights on high school football fields across the state of Wisconsin. Contrary to how some reports misrepresent the data available, the risk of serious injury in high school football is less than it has ever been. With better teaching, better rules, and better equipment, the Green Bay Packers and the WIAA encourage participation in the nation's most popular sport because it's fun, it's educational, and it's safer than ever.
Catch the best high school football all season long on CW57 Sports. Next week, the Madison East Pergolders play host to the Lancers of La Follette at Lucier Stadium. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. and next Sunday at 3 p.m. Only on CW57 Sports.
And back in here to Panthers Stadium, where the Panthers lead the Vikings 12-7, but the Vikings have a 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line as linebacker Brennan Womack, that's your guy, being taken off the field after being shaken up on the last play.
That's going to be a big loss if he can't come back in the game. Hopefully he's all right.
Well, here's 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Goal to go. Zacharias, he drops the football, but he gets it back. Does he get in? And they're going to say he's short. So, wow, just turn of offense, man. You got to be a little bit concerned about his ball security.
He had an open lane. They had the hole. If he doesn't drop that,
I think it might have just been not a clean handoff.
And again, we just had a poor angle where we can't see where that ball was placed. And it's hey, this game should come down to this situation. 4th and 1, goal line. You know what Stoughton's doing. Can Oregon stop it?
4th and goal from inches away. And we have a flag.
They're going to get a couple more inches. Looks like it was an approach. Yeah. Oregon made contact there.
The 4th and 1 will become 4th and centimeters.
How many centimeters?
I'm going to go with 8. just a hunch.
Not too keen on your metric system, huh?
Guess not. No, we're not going.
Let's just keep it standard.
All
Standard
right.
measurements.
Yards to go. Feet to go.
Good thing this isn't Canadian football.
What unit are we measuring by? All right, 5.5 to play in this contest. It's 4th and inches and driving into the end zone. There's the signal. Zacharias makes up for the drop and takes it all the way down the field on that drive.
Oh, yeah, and the coaching staff had already been thinking about this, which is fantastic. On the same page as me, is they will be going for 2 in this situation to try to put themselves up 3, force Oregon to either have to score a touchdown or at least tie the game with a field goal.
Well, they're up 13-12. Pending this 2-point conversion attempt. 5:25 to play.
Stoughton did a great job of eating up clock. That was a very long drive.
That's right. And making Oregon have to answer once again. Now we have a stoppage and delay of game.
That'll make penalty.
This from the 7-yard line. Should they want to try this again? Wow, that's a killer.
They have
and the coaching staff knew they had the play. They knew they were going to do this play. So that's a curious situation.
They just changed up their offensive personnel right now. They have to go for 2. It doesn't matter either way. If they kick it, it just doesn't matter. It does no good to that 1 point.
All right, so now working from the shotgun is Kissling with
They're gonna have to call a
Zacharias
timeout.
back there, and personnel shifting around and still not exactly sure. Then they finally get set. Here they go, Zacharias on the slant there and into the middle of the end zone, and that gets deflected and incomplete. And so Stoughton will only have a 1-point advantage, but it doesn't matter because Oregon will have to answer the call regardless. 5:25 on the clock. We have the officials here waiting to make a call. I didn't see a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag over there on near the 10-yard line. And they only had 10 men on the field. Stoughton needed to call a timeout in that situation. That was a very important two-point try. They didn't have enough men on the field. They needed
declines.
to call a timeout.
So, yep, Oregon declines, and it's going to be 13-12. We'll be back with more on CW57 Sports.
Save a life. Yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. It is the law. Yield to pedestrians at all corners and crosswalks.
People don't want to stop for someone to walk across the street.
What's wrong with these drivers?
This public service announcement is brought to you by the law firm of Hupy and Abraham.
And Stoughton with a 13-12 advantage here in the Highway 138 Bowl. I'm Eric Rogers with Coach Adam Smith. Stoughton will be kicking off from their 40-yard line where the Panthers will have 5 minutes, 25 seconds to work with. They are down by a point, looking to secure a playoff berth. Stoughton looking to stay alive and spoil Oregon's night. Oregon is 3-1 in the Badger South Conference. Vikings 2-1. And here is the kickoff. Fielded short at the 20-yard line. Kissling finds room. Out past almost to midfield, and that's going to set up great field position for the Panthers and the crowd into it. While really found a seam.
It's a good job blocking up front, finding the seam, almost squirting through there. Good touchdown saving tackle by number 8 there. Skylar Gunderson. And great starting field position for Oregon.
And they'll have 5 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Trent Ricker, the quarterback, looking to lead another touchdown drive potentially. And he'll go passing on first down, pump fake as he's being hit. And there's got to be a flag for pass interference. Now it looks like they're calling just incidental contact, and the crowd doesn't like it. So see if we can catch what happened between receiver and.
I don't know if that ball was catchable, and
that could be another possibility.
They did get their feet tangled up. I think that was incidental contact, but that ball was most likely overthrown.
Well, after the incompletion on first down, it's 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. Their own 48 for the Panthers. They are down 12-13. All right, here's Buckner sending Kissling in motion, who takes the handoff off to the right and plows through a defender, and he'll pick up 6.
What a great block by number 5, B.J. Buckner. Pancaking his defender. Helped spring Kissling there for a 6-yard gain.
And the 6-yard gain will bring up 3rd and 4 in Viking territory now. As the clock continues to roll. This game brought to you by CW57's Talk of the Town. It's a news talk format presenting fresh, lively discussions with Wisconsin's icons, leaders, movers, and shakers, providing one-on-one analysis of current issues. Here's the 3rd and 4. Go run off to the left, and they'll be short. That's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of the sticks. So the Panthers have a decision to make.
You punt it, pin them, use your 2 timeouts, try to get better field position. I mean, Stoughton has not, besides the very first punt, has not punted the ball very well. I think Oregon's going to be going for it here, take their chances. This is a big play right here because they might not get the ball back if they don't get this.
Well, yeah, based on how much time Stoughton chewed up in that last drive, and now here's a timeout. And Oregon will take a timeout, try to think things over. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with more Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports.
Cousin Subs of Oregon are proud supporters of the Oregon High School Panthers. Visit Cousin Subs at 990 Janesville Street or call in your order at 608-291-0900. Cousin Subs, better bread, better subs, better day. Go Panthers!
I'm Jessa Jeremiah, inviting you to watch Talk of the Town this week. We're going to check in with our sports news partner from Wisconsin Sports Network to talk high school football, and some great local restaurants are here. You don't even have to leave your seat. It's all right here on the CW57. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, your host for The Restaurant Show, the show that is your guide to the best restaurants in town so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best, all right here on the CW57.
Back here to Panthers Stadium, I'm Eric Rogers with Coach Adam Smith. The Panthers trail the Vikings 13-12 with 3:49 to go. They're facing a 4th and 2 from the Vikings 44-yard line, electing to go for it. And now the clock will start to run out of the timeout. Was this the right call? We'll find out here shortly. They'll give the handoff and taken down in the backfield, and Stoughton will get the ball at the 45-yard line.
Number 42, Gunnar Helen. Penetrating right through the Oregon's offensive line. Great fill, great tackle. Number 31 also in on the tackle there. It's a great defensive stand by Stoughton. Now they prove they can run the ball and eat up clock. Can they continue to do that, get a first down or two, and end this game?
Well, and we've seen the ball be placed on the ground quite a few times. I mean, he got Zacharias in there who's doing his thing. He's being effective, but like you said, the ball's not where it needs to be in his possession.
Again, 4-minute offense here. They're going to be as a false start. That's not the way you want to start off a drive when you're trying to milk clock. It'll be 1st and 15. But again, hopefully on the sideline, their coaches have been coaching them up about this situation. You stay in bounds. You have 2 hands on the ball. You make sure the quarterback center exchange. All those things that help keep that clock rolling. Force Oregon to use their last timeout. So they can't stop the clock, and they need to get a first down out of this drive in order to be able to run the clock out.
And 1st and 15 from the 40. 3:45 to play, looking to run the clock out like you said. They'll give it to Zacharias, who'll get those 5 yards back, +1, a 6-yard gain. And keeps the clock moving.
Brennan Womack is on the sideline with his helmet off. I'm sure they took it away. I don't know what type of injury that he has, but he is on the sideline, and that's a big blow to the Oregon defense.
Yeah, a guy who's been in on nearly every play, the junior linebacker, 6'1", 165, but sure plays bigger than that. Nearing the 3-minute mark, Stoughton up by a point. 2nd and 9. Again, Kissing will hand off to Buckner, or excuse me, to Zacharias. They'll gain a couple yards. 3rd and 7 as this clock continues to tick, tick, tick.
Again, if I'm Stoughton, I got my long snapper and punter in the back there working on the timing and making sure that we don't have any mess ups with this, with the snap. You know they're going to be coming after it. I'm talking with any guy that I can that is on that punt team.
Looks like we have a timeout, a Green Bay Packer timeout taken by the Vikings. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back on the CW57 Sports.
Looking for some Halloween family fun? Screaming Acres is the place to be on October 3rd and 10th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They're hosting a family fun haunted attraction called Boo for the Zoo with special ticket prices at only $15. $5 of every ticket that is sold on these nights will be going to the Henry Violet Zoo to help benefit the Arctic Passage. For more information, please go to screamingacres.com or call 608-669-2734. Then make sure to head over to Screaming Acres to go boo for the zoo.
Out of the timeout, it's 3rd and 7 for the Stoughton Vikings. I'm Eric Rogers with Coach Adam Smith here at Panther Stadium at Oregon High School, part of the A-1 Furniture Bowl Series. This game and every other brought to you by the Restaurant Show. It's Wisconsin's official television guide to the best restaurants around. Life's too short to eat average, so skip the rest and enjoy the best. Here's the 3rd and 7. Zacharias the deep back. This time they fake it. Rolling left. Kissling escapes, and he'll get hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th down for the Vikings.
That is just the worst case scenario. He had 31 out in the flat. Austin Benton right away in the flat. Thought it was a poor play call, because you want to run the ball in that situation, eat up as much clock, and then he runs out of bounds to stop the clock. Just not good clock management right there by Stoughton.
Oregon has 1 timeout remaining, and 2:14 is on the clock. Stoughton will be punting. And Jace Newman, the offensive lineman, will continue to do punting duties. Here is the snap, the punt. Not a very good punt at all. And that's going to die inside the 40-yard line. Great field position still for the Panthers. Plenty of time to work with. And now is the time we'll find out what kind of metal Trent Ricker and the Panther offense is made of.
Again, that play call allowing the clock to stop on a pat. You just gave Oregon 40 seconds. So now they have 2:08 instead of a minute and a half. And you saved him a timeout.
That's right.
Well, hopefully that decision does not bite Stoughton butt.
And from the 38, Buckner will be receiver on this play. No, it's actually, I believe that one went to Sam Mueller, receiver, the junior listed at 5'11", 158. And we haven't seen a lot of these little passes over the middle for the Panthers. But Ricker hits him right in the middle of the field. 2nd and 1 for the Panthers. High snap, takes it, looking left. About to be hit, throws it way deep, and that's just going to be incomplete. Oregon now airing it out on 2nd and 1.
Well, you wonder how many opportunities that Oregon has had to run this situation in a live setting. And I imagine they were only down one game, and that was the MG, but that was more of a blowout than anything.
Right.
I don't know how much 2-minute drill they've had to run when they're down and need points. Remember, they don't need a touchdown. They just need to get into field goal range.
Here's the 2nd and 1, and passing over the middle. Ricker, interception, his 2nd of the night, and I think that was Alex Zacharias.
With his 2nd interception of the night.
And wow, that's MVP honors for that man, and he probably just saved his team the win. This game, the CW57's Girl Talk is a sponsor, a platform for women to showcase their talents and knowledge on current issues and agendas affecting the women of today.
There's a correction there. That was John McCune, number 40, with the interception.
Well, excuse me. He was actually called by Coach Thierry earlier in the week. You know, one of those guys who's had growing pains as a junior, but 2nd on the team in tackles and a leader and one of those guys they're going to lean on, and he showed it there.
I think Trent Ricker was showing his youth there. I think he had a little bit of time, pressed. Again, throw that ball late across the middle and ended up being behind the receiver and fell right into McCune's arms.
Well, that should just about seal that game up, pending some crazy set of circumstances. So the Vikings will just run some clock here.
Again,
Oregon has 1 timeout left.
All these plays should be right up the middle like they've been doing, 2 hands on the ball by whoever the ball carrier is. You know Oregon's going to be trying to strip. Go down. Do not fight for extra yardage in this situation. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
1 minute 35 is on the clock here in the Highway 138 Bowl, and Stoughton will most likely go home happy. Zacharias will run up the middle for gain of 5, and that's exactly what you need to do. Oregon will take their final timeout. It's a Green Bay Packer timeout, but it'll do little in the way of stopping the Vikings now as Oregon is out of timeouts. And they're down 13-12. First off, that touchdown they had in the second quarter, that a botched snap led to a rushed 2-point conversion attempt, and they had to just roll with it, and they threw incomplete. Then they had to come back on the next touchdown drive and try to get the points back. They failed on that 2-point conversion. That's led to this 13-12 deficit they're facing.
Again, we talked with Stoughton's coach about special teams because they had guys out. We didn't think it would necessarily be a problem for Oregon, and it's proven that way today. Again, high snap on the extra point that just Trent couldn't get down, and every little point counts, and this is exactly the reason.
And it's 2nd and 5 from the 42. Stoughton can just run the clock out here. Zacharias will go off to the left side, and now looking to put an exclamation mark on this game. Takes it down to the 35 of the Panthers.
I love how he did. He saw the defense was coming. He put 2 hands on the ball, made sure he stayed in bounds and protected it.
Move the chains for a Green Bay Packer first down. So clock will run once the ball's set here.
And they can down it, actually. They're going to get into victory formation. It's exactly what they should do. There's no way Oregon can stop the clock.
And that will keep Oregon from clinching a playoff berth. They'll have to wait until next week. The Stoughton Vikings, meanwhile, will move to 3-4 on the year. And they will move 1 game closer to clinching a playoff spot. They are now playoff eligible at 50-50 in the Badger South Conference.
And again, since the first time since 1989, is that correct?
Yeah, 1998, their last and only playoff appearance. And they missed the playoffs last year. They lost to Milton 6-3 in the final week of the season, which cost them a playoff berth last year. And so the Stoughton fans won't have very far to go, but they'll go home happy with a 13-12 victory. So stick around for the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl Trophy presentation brought to you by the Green Bay Packers and CW57 Sports. We'll have that immediately following a little post-game wrap-up, and that is the game. Stoughton will beat Oregon in their place 13-12. We will send it to commercial break, and we'll be right back for the wrap-up.
Catch us this week on Girl Talk. We're here soaking up the last bit of sun in Stoughton.
And we're filming out at Conant Automotive, where Joe's going to give us some excellent car care tips.
We're also going to check in with some other local Stoughton businesses.
Catch it all right here on the CW57.
Catch the best high school football all season long on CW57 Sports. Next week, the Madison East Pergolders play host to the Lancers of La Follette at Lucier Stadium. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. and next Sunday at 3 p.m. Only on CW57 Sports.
Pegasus Games has been Madison's official gaming store for over 30 years. At Pegasus, we specialize in games you play face-to-face with real people. For hardcore role players and weekend generals, we have the area's widest selection of card games, board games, RPGs, and miniatures. Everything from Pokemon, Magic, and D&D to chess, cribbage, and backgammon. Check our website's daily game schedule to see how you can connect with other local gamers. Pegasus, for games you never outgrow.
And welcome back into Panther Stadium at Oregon High School, where the Stoughton Vikings just knocked off the Oregon Panthers 13-12 in the A-1 Furniture Bowl Series Highway 138 Bowl. It was all running and all Alex Zacharias for Stoughton. He did it all after Zach Kirby was out with injury. They just found out yesterday. Way to regroup for Stoughton.
Again, next man up, and that happened to be, Zacharias, and he put Stoughton on his back in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, and said, "Coach, give me the ball. I'm going to run it down their throat. Let's do what we do best." And they came out on top.
We actually talked with Coach Jason Thierry earlier in the week, and he said, another fun fact about Zacharias, the guy's a 4.0 GPA, so a great student as well. So he's going to be successful no matter what he decides to do, whether he decides to play at the next level or not. This guy really led his team tonight, and that led to the Stoughton victory.
Absolutely. You root for guys like that work their butt off just as hard in the classroom as they do on the football field. And what a great win for Stoughton, and the chance to be go to the playoffs the first time since 1998 and the second time in their football history. So it's a great win, and hopefully they can keep it going.
And that would really say a lot for second-year coach Jason Thierry, coming in with a 6-9 record, improves to 7-9 with the win here tonight. Oregon will have to wait a week before they can clinch a playoff spot. Stoughton will increase their chances with a couple weeks left here in the season. So we will wrap it up here, and we want to thank all the people running the boards and keeping this thing up and running. We call the A-1 Furniture Bowl Series and Highway 138 Bowl on CW57 Sports. We'll take a break, and we will be back for the A-1 Furniture Highway 138 Bowl Trophy presentation.
It's the great tent event at A1 Furniture. Sofas $299, 5-piece living room sets $699, bedroom sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
My name is Augustine Lopez. I'm from Grants, New Mexico, and now reside here in Dallas, Texas. I'm an electronics technician for a well services company, a very well-known big company. The fact that I can wake up every day knowing that I can support my family comfortably is such an awesome feeling, and it's something I've never really truly felt until I started my career. Before ITT Tech, I was in the service industry, and so that's all I ever knew. Yes, I was surviving and I was sustaining, but something was missing. It was a job, and I wanted a career, not a job. And so I chose ITT Tech.
I'm very proud of his achievements in his job. He's moved up very fast in the company. I see him going places.
All I can do is look in the future and just smile, because I know there's going to be a bright one.
Scholarships and financial aid are available for students who qualify. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
It's the great tent event at A1 Furniture. Twin mattresses $99, queen sets $199, memory foam queen sets $499, and so much more. Plus, 1 year free financing. A1 Furniture's great tent event going on now.
Welcome back. We are at the conclusion of the A1 Furniture 138 Bowl, and with us we have the winners, the Stoughton Vikings. Good job, guys. Congratulations. They took the Oregon Panthers. With us we have Coach Thierry as well, important player of the whole team, don't you think? Congratulations on your win, and I understand that this is making you playoff eligible. So we're getting a little bit closer.
Getting closer. It was our goal for the year. This is awesome for our town, our school, these guys, everybody in the town of Stoughton. It's just an unbelievable experience tonight to come here on the road and beat a team that was 5-1. That's our rival. And these guys had tons of guts, and every single guy, from every guy that practices to the guys that played tonight, we had to do some soul searching the last couple weeks, and I'm so proud of our guys that they overcame some things tonight, and we're going to move forward from here.
Absolutely, and a big win against the Oregon Panthers, a good team as you mentioned. What was one thing do you think that really helped you overcome and take the W here tonight?
Well, our guys faced some adversity early with fumbling the football, and you know, they made some big plays early on us, but you know, we just stuck in there, and then at the end of the game, you know, our offensive line took over, and you know, it was a really good feeling when we got that final first down to seal it, and you know, it was a long time coming for this town and this program, and we're just thrilled.
Absolutely. Well, here's the fun part. We get to give you this big old trophy on behalf of CW57 Sports and A-1 Furniture. The I-38 Bowl winners, the Stoughton Vikings. Can you do it, Janet? All right, so we are going to get some more information here at the 138 Bowl. Eric and Adam are joining us, and they're going to pick Coach's brain a little bit more. So come on in here, guys. We'll get you in here, and you can ask Coach Thierry some other questions.
Coach? All right, well, you know, it's tight. You know, you're tight actually with Oregon being this close together as a rivalry, and we talk about adversity coming in, and it looks like you kind of overcame that adversity here tonight, speaking of you know, injuries and things like that.
Sure, we did. Our guys fought through. We had some guys that had to step up tonight and play some different roles in different positions, and they did that. So that's the best part about it. But it's credit to Oregon. They're a really good team this year. We knew that coming in, and they've had a wonderful year as well. And you know, it was a really good football game, both sides of the ball. A few turnovers on both sides, but both teams capitalized on it, and it came down to the extra points at the end of the game. So you know, it was an even game. If you're a high school football fan, it was an exciting game to watch.
Speaking of next guy stepping up, Alice Zacharias stepping up tonight. Well, it seemed like he just came to you guys and said, hey, give me the ball, we're going to put it on our back, and that's what you guys call. You guys seem to call the same play every single time. And and it was just, bottom line is whether they could stop it or not. And I guess, was that the thought behind everything, is that we're going to ride our horse, we're going to ride our offensive line all the way down the field? Yeah, I mean, that was it. There's nothing fancy there. I'm sure it was probably an easy game to call up in the booth as far as what was coming next, but we trust our guys, and we've worked on that all off season, and like I say, for it to come to fruition tonight, it's just an awesome feeling for everyone.
Yeah, and talk about that play calling, and especially the second half. It became aggressive when it was you know, those fourth down situations, and you're like, you know what, the run game's working, let's keep going to it. Sure. I mean, it really boiled down to asking the guys, you know, we can punt and play field position, or we're here to win the game. And the answer was real simple. And when 11 guys look in the eye and say we're going to here to win the game, and then they go do it, as a coach, that's why you coach every day. I mean, there's good days, there's bad days. Today for Stoughton, no, it's a great day. So.
Well, stick with us. Next week we will be at Lucier Stadium for Madison East versus Madison La Follette in the East Side Bowl.
Yeah, so we want to thank everybody for coming out here, all our sponsors, and A-1 Furniture Bowl Series here. And you can go ahead and hold on to this trophy one more time. It's a little bit heavier, Coach. Congratulations, Coach. Hell of a win. Congratulations. Hey, go get them. Go get them next week.
Catch the best high school football all season long on CW57 Sports. Next week, the Madison East Pergolders play host to the Lancers of La Follette at Lucier Stadium. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. and next Sunday at 3 p.m. only on CW57 Sports.